Hello, weebs and normies. No technical difficulties here on our 2025 stream. What?
No way, dude. No.
That would never happen. That would never happen. I'm so sorry, everyone, for the delay. You saw the test message go out there. We're definitely not troubleshooting. Don't worry. Absolutely, totally fine.
Dude, everything worked great right from the get-go, as it always does. Of course. Nothing goes wrong with our streams.
Nothing goes wrong here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hopefully, the chat will come through here as we switch our thingies here. Shoot, I also forgot to do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hey.
Yeah, and I got one more for George, just specifically for George. Here you go.
Oh no, I know where this is. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Thanks, bro.
No video, peak music. Yes, so we don't have any video here yet, because the first thing we're going to do is, hopefully this works. It did, except George, you are sending the chat.
Is not working, yes.
I don't know what's happening there. Please make it stop. Let's see. Graham, have you seen Death Parade? If so, what are your thoughts? I have seen a couple episodes of Death Parade back when it came out. I have listened to the Death Parade opening song probably like 1,000,000 times. I'm the type of guy, if in case anyone doesn't know, I'm the type of guy who barely listens to any music, but I have very specific music I will listen to 1,000,000 times, just on repeat for hours, like literally freaking hours. So I would love to watch Death Parade on the channel. I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it in its entirety, and I don't really remember what it was about. But I remember the OP being such a banger that I was like, oh, this is fire. This is straight fire. So same. We're getting sames in the chats. Yes, very good. Excellent. Okay, it looks like the chat is also coming through as well. This is wonderful. Wonderful
This
stuff.
should be streaming the right stuff now.
Oh,
see?
It is.
There it goes. Okay.
There it goes. Whoo, no technical difficulties over here, Georgie.
Never.
That is so funny. All right, very good.
Okay.
Yes, you guys saw the test image. We were making sure the chat was working, and then we were about to start. We were literally about to start, and then Thorfinn was missing from the tier list, but it was because of the filter system we're doing on like the elements of the web page. So then we had to troubleshoot like why he was gone and what element was making him go away, and it was a nightmare. But anyways,
it's a whole thing. Yes,
we're here. I humbly request Code Geass in 2026. I think Code Geass is getting a sequel or something. They just announced, I think. So maybe. There's another thing that was getting. Oh no, I was watching a Kyoto anything about what was it? They just announced they were doing Rudy Dragon for 2020 something. They didn't really say, which is cool. Rudy Dragon is a new, it's Shonen Jump.
I've heard Shonen Jump, yes. I don't know exactly
Shonen
what it
Jump is like
yes.
Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, all the like big series. There's a recent one, what is it called? Black Clover, I think it is. Black Clover is one. These are like the super popular anime shonen type of things. And so one of their newest ones is Rudy Dragon. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's there. It exists. So, yeah.
Very good.
So it's got confirmed to get an anime. So that's what I was going to say. There was also Maid Dragon, that's what it was. I thought there was a Maid Dragon sequel happening, but in their video, it wasn't a sequel. They were just reminiscing. Yuri Dragon? I hope so. Code Geass's peak. Yeah, it's amazing that I didn't watch Code Geass back in the day because I was so into watching so many anime. I think it was the art style. I think I didn't like the art style. Well, that was the reason why I didn't watch it back in high school. I thought, this is like too anime for me. And I was new to anime, so I was like only into Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note, and I watched Soul Eater. Soul Eater was awesome. That was great. So
all anime I've never heard of, but very good.
All anime we will definitely watch at some point. Rudy Dragon is decent. It's not great. Well, I guess we'll see, right? It's coming back so strong after that massive hiatus. It's cool to see. Nice. It's actually going to be peak reaction if you go both in blind. Yes, we'll both go in blind, so it's going to be really cool. 2 anime for you, so not doing Monogatari anytime soon. It was more the art style, right? I guess I shouldn't say 2 anime. It was 2 classic anime. It was like that 90s-ish era, early 2000s era of anime style that I didn't really love. So yeah, it wasn't for me. But we'll check it out. I'm more open-minded now a little bit about the style.
I think
stuff.
the channel has helped with stuff like that. There's been a lot of,
I think so.
Not a lot, but there's been some anime where you've like off the offset. So like, I kind of watch a little bit of this and it didn't like really like jive with me. And then like we watch it in the channel and you're like, you know what? This wasn't that bad. This was actually pretty good.
Yep, that's true. It's opening doors for George and I, which is crazy for anime. So, it is what it is. Well, speaking of opening doors, we got to get to our 2025 tier list. Now, remember, everyone, this is just our opinion, and our opinion matters more than everyone else's opinion. So if your anime is in the bottom tiers,
it's always
sucks.
correct.
That's right. Of course, this is just our opinion. We're just having fun. If your anime that you like is in a lower tier, that's just our opinion. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means we didn't like it as much.
Yeah, everybody needs to change their opinion to match our opinion, and then the world will be good. That's right. Even out.
Just remember, that's your waifu is trash, and my waifu is peak. So.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Strong words there, Graham. Even I know at this point now.
Oh, frick. That's funny. It would be nice to at some point have an Uma Musume tier list of our favorite Umas. I'm sure people would want that. So that would be nice.
That will get fiery. Just because of that, I kind of want to do it now.
Oh, frick. Okay. All right. That sounds good.
Yes.
Early 2000s is my favorite style of anime. Fair.
We can be all wrong together. Very good.
Rurouni isn't a Shonen Jump, while in Shonen Jump, it isn't a battle manga, which is quite nice. Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know that. Oh. Well,
okay.
We have...
Shall we get started?
Yeah, we shall. Let me see.
I want to hear what your criteria is as to like what you put into each category, because I feel like ours maybe is a little bit different.
Okay. What do you mean? Like a category, like how I rate each tier?
Yeah, so like for me, like I think C tier, I feel like mid gets overused too much to talk about something that's like trash. And they say, oh, that's just mid. But when I say mid, or when I think of like C tier, I literally think of that like 5 out of 10. Literally something that is just actually average. B, I'd put highly or slightly above average. A, highly above average. And an S is like some deeply moving, top of the top thing. Reserved for the crowning jewel of the year, or the crowning jewels, depending on how many you want to put up there. But that's kind of how I see it.
Good question. Great question. We got to set the definitions. We got to set the terms. This is a debate. It's very important. We got to set the definitions, set the terms, so we both understand. I like where you're coming from, George.
Sure.
Okay, so I would say D tier is absolutely garbage. I don't like it. It's not good. Blah, 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 blah. If you like it, you should feel bad. C tier is like, I didn't really like it. It wasn't bad, but it was like, there were some major flaws that I really didn't like. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's fine, I guess, but it's not my favorite. B is like, it's good. It's good. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't amazing, but it's good. It's been a solid, good time. So, it's fine. It's quite good. Mid. Mid is, people, like you said, people use...
I see. You're putting mid 1 tier above mine. Okay. I can change my stuff here a little bit. I'll have to rethink of where to put some stuff.
It's literally in the middle, George.
Yes. Yeah. I'm used to having like F in tier lists, but all right. Okay. That'll be in the middle. We can put B as mid. Okay. All right.
A is like, it's really good. It's really good. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Great anime. It had some things. It didn't hit me in the right way to make it my like favorite of the year, but it was really good and I really enjoyed it. And then S tier is like absolute cinema, totally peak. Freaking love it. Greatest thing. 10 out of 10. Absolutely no notes. If we had
So-
a Tatsumaki picture in here, I would just put it
Oh
up
my
there
gosh.
right away. So
I'm sure.
you know, just gotta
So
say
okay,
that.
so then go with our numbering system. Then you would say like a B is a 5 out of 10. Is that what you're saying, or is that more like a 7 out of 10?
Yeah, it's
'Cause you're
more like
saying
a
it's mid.
6, 7. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That might
handle
like
that?
scrunch. I don't know. I might scrunch up to many of the things that I want to
This
put.
guy is
into,
so
like,
technical. Usually I'm the semantical technical a-hole over here. Holy frick.
I might, yeah, because like I want some more spread. That's why I was going with C as mid, because I might leave a lot in A. If we
6
go
to
that
7.
way.
Oh my gosh. I don't know anything about this
6,
6 to
7?
7 thing other than like it's a thing, I guess, on the internet.
It's a meme, and you said the meme, Graham.
I
do you
said
know?
the meme. Oh, man,
You're
what
on the
have I
internet,
done?
and you don't know the latest memes. Come on.
No, dude, I watch anime and
How
play
you
video
do,
games
fellow
all day.
kids? I'm in. I'm hip. I know what the
George
6,
has
7
kids.
meme.
He's hip with the kids memes, so I don't know.
Oh man.
Yes. So, well, George, listen, there's not a lot of things, if anything, that I'm going to put in D tier, right? It doesn't need to be spread out because we don't
Yeah, I don't
necessarily
think-
watch D tier anime on our channel.
Yeah, I don't think there was
Right.
anything I was gonna put in D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you do
All
your
right.
list. I'll just do mine.
All right. So we're
do
gonna
it that way.
let's just do it that way. So I'm gonna pull up some of the thumbnails here for let's see. Can we do this? Yeah. Let me I'm gonna see if I can we do a maybe sort of, yeah, I just want to show off like some of the thumbnails here. To kind of reminisce as we went through this thing. So like, how can she slap? And
How could she slap? That was
how
that
can
was a
she
good.
slap? You're referencing a meme, actually. Yeah, so that was it was little Krisu, right? The girl who lost her memories. There was the stuff with the laptop, the timeline being fricked. There was like a paradox with the song. There was Kagari being kind of
Yes.
crazy. This is gonna be
the
full
song stuff
spoilers
was wild.
for all the
Yeah.
shows that we cover. Full spoilers. You could probably just plug your ears or mute the video, I guess, for each section.
Maybe we won't
there-
go full spoilers, but we'll be
We'll be
vague-ish,
summarizing-ish
Yes.
the finer points.
Yeah.
Though. As
Yeah.
spoilery as the thumbnails kind of are, right? We've
Yeah.
got there was some really sad stuff with Mayuri. There was the betrayal stuff. There was the crazy stuff that happened at the end that was absolutely insane. And then we had the astronomical ending, which really was just absolutely incredible. Incredible stuff. So, yeah, so we've got that. Let's go back. Can I split this off here? I can. Sweet. So, Steins Gate 0. Maybe we won't be able to do this for everything 'cause it may take forever. But Steins Gate
Sure.
0 was the first anime that we did of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a continuation to one of the first anime we watched. Actually, the first anime we watched on the channel.
Yeah, that and
Steins Gate
Jujutsu
was
Kaisen season
in
1.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Yep.
Steins Gate was awesome. I really love Steins Gate. It's a classic. I watched it in high school. Very nostalgic. I really enjoyed Steins Gate, but
before you place it down, what I was gonna say is the thing that impressed me the most about Steins Gate was that they were able to they didn't retcon anything, but they were able to do a sequel that like perfectly fit into season 1, recontextualize a whole lot of season 1 without
Right.
undoing the progress and the stakes and everything that had happened in season 1. I thought that was incredibly impressive.
Sure, 100%. 100%
Yeah.
agree. Also, the ending was incredible. Genuinely so freaking good. Although, I feel like parts of the ending were kind of rushed and they could have used one more episode because they kind of glossed
Yeah.
over some really important stuff that
Yeah,
we didn't
I can agree
know
with that.
until retrospect. But there were a lot of points in the mid-season that I was feeling borderline bored. I'm not going to say I was bored, but I was feeling borderline bored. And so for that
Okay,
reason,
sure.
I'm gonna put it into A. It was quite good.
Oh, okay.
I really liked it, but the ending being a little bit rushed, even though it was awesome, and the kind of boredom-ish feeling that I got in certain parts of the middle was enough to put it into A. If they had smoothed that out and kept me more engaged, they probably could have taken an episode or two away from the middle of the season and kind of put it more at the end. Then,
Sure.
there you go. So yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna put my Steins Gate again. I'm going with C tier, being
Hold on.
oh
Go ahead, George. Sorry. Go ahead.
okay.
I'm gonna see if I
Yeah,
can get your thing up here. Hold on.
yes. What I was gonna say is I'm mid for me is C tier, so I'm actually gonna go and I'm gonna rank order these. Maybe once we
boy.
go down some more anime, I'll be like, actually, maybe not. These are just whatever tier they're in. But for now, I will literally place this at the very tippy top of B
Okay.
tier, bleeding into A tier. Again, it is so impressive, all the recontextualization they were able to do for a bunch of the stuff in season 1. Totally worth the watch, in my opinion. Again, like Graham, there was some issues with it, so that's why I'm not putting it, a little bit higher. Great anime, though.
Yes, absolutely. Ray Hasagawa
George, you should-
says, "Oh,
Yes,
We're both
go ahead,
reading
go ahead.
comments at the same time. That's crazy.
Yes, I saw my name. So
Steins Gate is an anime I still need to watch. You should totally watch it. It's so good. You don't even have to watch our reaction to it. Just watch the anime.
Yes.
It's really good. The first season
Yeah.
of Steins Gate is absolutely peak anime, like legit. So
yes, yeah, George, you should rewatch Steins Gate with the English dub. Interesting. I have
yeah,
the only this is something only Graham knows. It's not that like a secret or whatever. But I was actually the only English dub that I watch. It's 2 anime. Part of the beginning of Full Metal Alchemist, because Graham said that I should watch it. This was like way before the channel. I think this was before we even watched Attack on Titan. I can't quite remember. And I remember dropping it. I watched it on Netflix, like the first few episodes. I got to one of the crazy big reveals, which, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist, but like the dog chimera stuff. Sorry, spoilers again. I feel like that's like a pretty famous thing though. So maybe
Yep.
I'm not spoiling too much. That said, I like dropped it shortly after that. It just didn't jive with me. I was way more freaking stringent about the weirdness in anime at that point.
you're too much of a normie.
Yes. So I just dropped it. I was like, bro, I don't want to watch this. I don't know if the English dub influenced that or not. But that was it. The other one too is the 4 Kids, and maybe most people here are too young for that, but the 4 Kids, yes, the 4 Kids rendition of One Piece.
Ooh,
It was all English dubbed.
ooh.
Dude, I was like 12 years old, waking up to like Saturday morning cartoons. And if I didn't like the SpongeBob episode or like the Fairly Odd Parents or whatever was on Cartoon Network, I would then go to 4 Kids. And so I didn't even watch all the One Piece stuff in order. I don't know, like some of the stuff. When Graham said his name was Zoro as opposed to Solo, because that's what they call them in 4 Kids, I was like, what? I thought Sanji, they didn't have him smoking. They had him with a freaking lollipop. I was kind of confused with some of the story stuff too, because like I don't know if they probably showed it in order. I just didn't watch it in order. Again, I was like young. I didn't care. I wanted to watch something. Our parents would not let us watch TV during the week. We had to it was Saturday usually when we would watch it, sometimes Sunday. And so like I was taking whatever I could get, bro. So yeah, 4 Kids, the One Piece stuff. So One Piece is not totally unknown to me. But I don't, there's like so much that I don't know. Eventually we'll probably get to it.
One day.
But yes.
One day.
So those are the only 2 dubbed anime that I've watched.
Yes, I would like to at some point watch some dubbed anime on the channel. I don't know when that's going to be, and I don't know what it's going to be. But for now, we're gonna be freaking sub all the way. Maybe when we run out of anime, we have to rewatch things. We'll rewatch it in the dub. So
Sure.
But we'll
That
see.
said, the rap song for One Piece, the intro, dude, that song was a
go.
bop. I will still go back and listen to it every once in a while.
oh no, oh
no
no,
shame admitting
no.
that, dude.
Okay,
I actually
well-
like the song.
Maybe we should have more shame nowadays. Like you said, George, more kids need to get bullied and get some shame back in them. That's crazy, George.
I have no shame admitting that song is a bop, man.
That's
That was a
crazy.
good rap song.
I'll give you a 4Kids song that's actually good. Is the frickin' Sonic X and the Kirby shows? That was a bop.
I remember watching a couple Kirby shows and a couple Sonic shows. Not a whole lot. A little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too on Cartoon Network. I was more like a Nickelodeon kid. I don't know
Hold
why.
on. We're
But,
we're
yeah,
digressing.
True. We're getting sidetracked. Yes, you're right. Okay.
George, you can't extrapolate one sentence comments into
Sorry,
4
bro.
hours of stream
Dude,
time.
we have the gift of yap, okay? You're right. We got
my
to get through
gosh.
some stuff here.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, they gave Sanji a lollipop. Very sad. The Good Old Days, finishing the first episode, and then tomorrow they'll air episode 1074. It's crazy. Death Parade
Yeah.
dub is top tier. Go Geass is also top. There are dubs that are just head and shoulders above the subs. Watch Panty and Stocking in both, and you'll be amazed. Might be. You might be right. Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk would be a nice anime to check out. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
We're getting 4Kids censorship in One Punch Man season 3. True, with the lollipop
True.
for Zombie Man. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good point.
true.
That's
You're right. And a lot of the
crazy.
blood has been
Yeah, toned
edited
down.
out.
Yeah. All right, George. Well, give us ReZero season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1 was coming to the
Season
new
1
world.
was crazy.
Yup.
Season 1 was crazy, bro.
Figuring out the
That
death
has
power.
been- yeah, that has been one of the few anime where I have actually been like kind of like stress headache. It wasn't like that insane of a stress headache, but I remember feeling like tired and just like having like a little bit of like, you know, pressure right there at the tip of your forehead because I just
Dang.
couldn't figure anything out. Bro, I was trying to Jimmy Neutron brain blast this whole thing and I was coming up short, man. I couldn't think of anything. It was just I had no idea what was going on, had no idea how anything worked. Poor Subaru was just getting punched left and right,
Yep.
metaphorically and physically, literally, a lot of the times too. That was an insane watch, and that is going at the very, very tip of A. That was
Dang,
that was
you
some
said all that
frickin-
and you put it in A.
Oh, all right. I don't want to spoil alert my tier list too much, but S tier. I got a lot of stuff to say about S tier, and I'm gonna be very, very
Okay.
specific about
Okay.
what's going up in S tier.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna be very stringent. I'll
All
just
right.
leave it at that.
I watched ReZero back in the day, and we watched it on the channel. And I gotta say that season 1 was one of the best seasons of an anime I've ever seen. Like,
really good.
absolutely peak. It was so
Really
freaking good. I really, really loved the first season. It sucked me in so bad. I wanted the next season so bad. I got really sucked in. I loved the premise. I loved the execution. I loved everything about it. Like, everything was so good. It was like peak anime. I watched it and I remember just thinking this was absolutely freaking incredible. So I was so excited to watch it again and seeing your reactions and stuff to it. Very, very fun. So yeah, easy
Great anime.
S tier, fantastic anime. All right.
Yes.
Next up, we have season 2 of Solo Leveling. I know that Solo Leveling has been under fire recently. Did you know this, George? Online,
I didn't.
it's been
I
under
didn't
fire.
know.
There's a lot of people bad mouthing Solo Leveling as a brain dead, power fantasy slop anime.
It's kind of a power fantasy. I wouldn't call it a slop though, but it is power fantasy.
It's being disparaged, okay? And I'm not gonna come in here and defend Solo Leveling like it's some kind of freaking masterpiece of a show. However, if you're just going to distill it down to slop, I think that's doing it a big disservice. It's absolutely a power fantasy. It's absolutely not doing the One Punch Man style super strong character, nearly as well as One Punch Man does. Not talking about the animation for season 3, but just talking about the general structure. It is not incredible. There is, but to say, I don't know. I see a no substance in the chat. I don't know about that. I think
it's got some building blocks of some interesting stuff. It does. In there,
exactly. Say. It's got some interesting. It's the lore of what the scaffolding is around the setting of the story and what's happening in the background. Right, those building blocks that are intriguing. So I was a little surprised that people just disregarded that completely, because I agree. It's especially at the end of season 2. We actually said this in our kind of review, was that the show now has to do something interesting with the main character more than just make him win all the time. Like, making him win and building up to this stuff worked for a while, but it's not going to work anymore. And there's enough interesting building blocks that they can kind of work on that really is super intriguing. And they have to pivot. Now, if season 3 doesn't pivot to that, then yes, I'll say now we're running the gambit of kind of slop. And I wouldn't even say very generic. I don't think it's necessarily generic. I think that there's a lot of interesting things happening, even if it comes off and feels like a power fantasy type of thing, right? Power fantasy, not done super well. Okay, I'll give you that. But to say it's generic and there's not anything interesting happening in the details, I would say that that's not correct. I'd say you'd have to at least give it that. And it was a fun ride. So I'm actually going to give it an A. For that reason. I wanted to give that whole kind of thing. I don't think it's really that bad. I know a lot of people want to disparage it, but I think you can have some level of balance of like, listen, it is some of those bad things people say, but it has more going on than, people are saying. So I think A is a pretty fair spot for it.
I think the word slop, talking about words that are thrown around way too much, slop is one of those. Slop is just like actual trash. That's how I see it. Like, people say for something that's like anything that's AI, they'll just say, oh, that's just AI slop. But no, there's definitely a lot of AI slop, but there's also like AI, oh, this looks kind of decent. And people know my feelings about AI. We've gone to it at length on the channel and on Discord as well. So I think slop, calling soul leveling slop is like way too much in my opinion.
Right.
This is how I view soul leveling. I love tacos. I know that there are certain the best tacos that I've ever had in my life have almost always, from very few exceptions, have been street tacos. I know if I go to some freaking food truck in the middle of nowhere, dude, I expect fantastic tacos, because that's almost always what it's been. And if I go to Cafe Rio, I'm not going to expect freaking street level taco Mexican food. I know I'm getting Cafe Rio, and I like Cafe Rio. It's kind of generic, yes, but it still tastes good, and I like it for what it is. That's how I see freaking soul leveling. It's not street taco, but I'm not going to Cafe Rio looking for street tacos. I'm going to Cafe Rio for Cafe Rio. That's how I see soul leveling. It is a power fantasy. It is the hero winning all the time, but I think it's got some very interesting building blocks for stuff, like Graham said. If they're able to build upon that and deliver it, I think it can be a great show, again, for what it is. And for that reason, I'm putting it at the top of B tier for me. It's a great show. It's one of those things that's got kind of universal appeal, like a lot of movies, right? Like, not everything can be freaking Interstellar, right? But you don't go, if everything was that, it'd kind of get... You want a variety of things. So, yeah, I'm putting it top of B tier for me.
Nice. Above. So this is ranked order. So is this above Steins Gate?
Ranked order. Above Steins Gate, yes.
All right.
Yep.
Fair enough. The word has been overused. Yes. Slop. Every isekai nowadays. Yeah, there's lots of isekai slop out there for sure. I think slop is a bit of a strong definition. Yes. For soul leveling, it's definitely not slop. But the best I could give it is a C. Fair. That's fair enough, Micro.
Okay. Yeah. For me, C is literally mid. So all of these shows have been above mid for me.
Sure. Fair enough. Okay, next up, George, is Apothecary Diary Season 2.
Season 2. I think I liked Season 1. I'm trying to think back. Which one did I... It's hard to tell with Apothecary Diaries. I think I'm going to put this one right in between.
Oh, interesting.
Some of the stuff towards the very end was actually really good.
Yep, true.
Some of the plot twists. I'm trying to like right now. I'm working backwards in my mind, or like went back and trying to work myself towards the beginning of the season, towards the end. I think actually, you know what? I think I might put this above. How's this go? There you go. Above Solo Leveling. Some of the plot twists at the very end of Apothecary Diaries were very good.
With the fortress. Right, we had the fortress stuff. Yep.
Yeah. I think that was very good. Apothecary Diaries is great, and I really enjoyed it. It's this genre, the mystery stuff. It's got to have a little something more to it for me to like really sink my teeth into it. Recently, my wife and I have been watching Severance. No spoilers on that, but it is a mystery that has like an extra element. It's got like a little bit of suspense and like kind of dystopian elements, all that stuff. Whereas this is more like historical drama, bits of romance, and like a mystery thing. So, not trying to disparage the quality of the anime at all. It's just for my tastes. It's not quite up there with, what I'm particularly looking for.
Sure. Fair enough. Now that I'm looking at my list here and I'm looking at Apothecary Diaries Season 2, I feel like people are going to be upset. There's going to be a lot of people upset with what I'm about to do. Here's the things I like about Apothecary Diaries. I like how cute all the girls are. They're very cute. And I could watch it almost just out of spite. But cute girls is not enough to keep me engaged with the show, despite how much I love cute frickin' anime girls. It's just not enough. The other thing is I really like the ending, and a lot of the themes that they do are beautiful. I really have enjoyed that. However, way too much of Apothecary Diaries is fluff. And I understand that a lot of things connect to this and connect to that and blah, 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 blah. I get it.
I was expecting you to say blue balling.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Not fluff. Okay. There's more. All right. Very good.
The fluff bored me most of the time. It was enjoyable. I was having fun-ish. But like on sub level, I was just like, man, I really just want more. Like I just want more out of this show.
Sure.
And then there's the stuff with Jinchi.
I knew that was coming, bro. I knew that was coming.
And listen, there's only so much blue balling that Graham is going to take before he puts you right into freaking B tier, okay?
Oh, dang.
You're going, I know people are going to be upset because it's below solo leveling, and they're like, how could solo
Frog
leveling
damage is too high? I just saw that comment.
Frog damage is too high. That's right.
Yes.
The freaking the frog part was one thing, but the stuff that they pulled at the very end, I was just like, you know what? So it goes into B for blue balling me with the romance. I'm boring me throughout the rest of the season. All right. Yeah, kind of fits. So yes, it goes below the solo leveling slop. People are going to be upset about that, but you know what? It's my tier list, and only I get to put it below. So there it is.
Very good.
Mushoku Tensei Season 2. I want to pull up some of the things just to refresh
Season
my
2 or
memory
Season
here.
1? I think it's Season 1.
This is Season 1, actually. You're right.
Yes.
I'm crazy. This is Season 1. Oh, right, because we were just watching, we were halfway through that. So this was like halfway into the other year and then halfway into this year.
Yeah.
Season 1. Oh, frick, now I got to bring up those thumbnails, George. Season 1, Perverted Baby. The show that I thought George would freaking absolutely die watching, die of cringe.
I almost did, dude.
You almost did.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the channel and me doing a conscious effort of being open-minded, I would have bounced off that show. 100%.
Fair.
probably like episode, I don't know, remember which episode it is. Maybe it is the first episode, but like 2 or 3 at the very least, I would have been like, all right, bro, why'd you like tell me to watch this? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
because of the channel, I was like freaking psyching myself up, trying to open my third eye, my anime eye.
Anime eye. That's a pretty weeby statement, George.
Yeah, well, you know,
It works, it
had
works.
to embody the weeb in all of us, as tiny as mine might be. Sounds weird now that I say it, but anyways,
Okay, George.
had to awaken the weeb. Let's just say it that way. That's
His
it's not too
small
much better,
third
actually.
eye. Awaken the little weeb. Okay,
Yes.
things are getting weird. Anyway, so my tier list.
Yes,
So,
yes.
So this is the season that had Roxy's backstory. We learned about Roxy's sort of disability.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the meeting of the dragon god, Rudy's backstory,
Yes.
and his inability to kind of get up, and not the season 2 get up. That was a different get up, but just the getting up and moving on. It had the
yep.
animal village as well, which was amazing.
Had the insane episode 20, 21, 22.
That was the Dragon God stuff.
Or,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Orsted.
Orsted.
Yeah. Yeah. It the second half of Mushoku Tensei really stole the show for me. It was everything that I feared that it wouldn't be. And it was everything that I hoped it could be. And so for that reason, at least at this point in the tier list, I'm going to put it above ReZero.
Wow.
Even though I love them both basically equally, if I had to choose one, I liked the fantasy world of Mushoku because I like the more down to earth, very fantasy based. ReZero feels a little bit more anime fantasy world, and Mushoku felt more like fantasy world.
Classical high fantasy is basically what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, a very classical high
I can
fantasy.
see that.
I really started to get into the world. The things that I loved about the beginning of season 1, getting into the world and the details and the magic and how it works and the breakdowns and stuff, really started to come back at the last half of the season, and we'll talk a little bit more about the second season soon, but also started to show it there. So really loved Mushoku Tensei. I'm really glad that we picked it up for the thing for the channel, because I dropped it.
Yeah, pretty
Famously, I dropped it in the first season at the midpoint and said, it seems like it's leaning onto power fantasy, and I think characters are doing feats that I don't feel like they should be able to do. And then there's no sense of danger because we had our bald friend here, and
Oh boy, did we know.
we had no idea what
Little
we were
did we
talking
know,
about.
rather.
Yeah.
Yes.
So incredible show. Absolutely. It's almost everything I want out of a show, basically. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, I got a love-hate relationship with this anime. I'm glad it takes place in a fantasy setting. Almost by default, like fantasy is my favorite setting of all time. Most of the stories that I love are like all set in fantasy and stuff. And it does some of the stuff that I really like in a show. I really like characters who try and redeem themselves. Spoiler alert for what's coming, but I really like characters that try and redeem themselves. I also love seeing the downfall of characters as well. But again, if I have to pick between the two,
Right.
Downfall or redemption, I'll always gravitate towards the redemption. And you have to make, like, the Jobless Reincarnation story, you just have to take the good and the bad, because the good literally can't exist without the bad, or can't exist without the bad that, like, that Rudy brings about.
Yes.
And all the other characters. And as much as I hate some of the just like perviness of like a lot of Rudy's actions in season 1 and a lot of his like frame of mind, I really appreciate that they're taking such a flawed character and like, I don't know, they're bearing him out, showing him flaws and all, and still managing to make you care for Rudy, who he is, what he's trying to be. And as much as like I feel like some of the things go a little much, it is what it is, and the overall package is great. So I'm gonna have to put that in A tier for me. It's fantastic.
Nice.
And it's hard anime to recommend, but if
Yes.
people can get over those humps, I think they're in for a treat. And it's
Sure.
something that only Jobless can deliver. So
Nice. Nice. Okay, I want to read
Putting
some
it up there
comments
for
here.
me.
I love Mashoko, but the school stuff was slow. We're gonna get to that, so maybe I'll save that. The stranger the normie gets, the closest to weeb he is. Yes, Sam, that's right. Slowly,
Oh,
we're
boy.
pushing him. We're pushing him.
resist. I'm resisting.
The adventure is very exciting in Mashoko Tensei. Yes, for sure. So true, Graham. Past episode 8, you get a great anime to finish. True. You dropped Power Fantasy because it was Power Fantasy is boring, and then you liked Solo Leveling is on that list again. Okay, that's a great comment. Let's see. Why have I done that? That's a good question. I dropped, I think it was expectation, was I felt like the elements of the story that Mashoko Tensei were leaning on were interesting because there wasn't a power fantasy, or rather, if there was a power fantasy present, I feel like the elements of Mashoko Tensei's story would fall apart. And so the show became immediately boring when I assumed it was a power fantasy for that reason. Now, the elements of Solo Leveling story that I find interesting, the backstory of maybe there's a simulation or what's happening with the gates or what's going on, doesn't necessarily fall apart if Sung, I think it is, Sung,
Yeah, Jingwoo
if he's
Sung, yeah.
crazy overpowered, because the framework of the story is that he may be overpowered now and he may be unstoppable now, but he's still in some kind of a simulation. So at the end of the day, there are forces beyond his understanding at work, and there's greater mystery that's greater than his super strength and superpower. It's kind of in a similar sense to what happens with Saitama. It's just obviously not as executed as well. As there are forces that we're learning in One Punch Man that are bigger than, you know, Saitama. And Saitama may be unstoppable, sure, but there's something more going on outside of that. Whereas I don't feel like the story elements in Mashoko Tensei could exist outside of if he was like super strong, or if he always overcame everything, or if, you know, I can't remember his freaking name, the bald guy. Why can I not remember his name?
The bald guy?
Frick, how do I not remember his name? I thought he was overpowered too, and I thought that would do a disservice to the elements.
Yes. I was trying to think bald guy in
No,
Soul Leveling, but no.
Yeah, in Mashoko Tensei. Someone will say it in the comments.
Ruger.
Thank you,
thank you,
Ski Bird.
Ski Bird.
You're the
Ruger,
best.
that's right.
So that's the nuanced difference. You may disagree with that take, but the way I interpret the story and the framework of what the story is, I feel like one can exist with that. Expectations is a big part of that too. So again, they won't be able to keep that going in Solo Leveling if they continue on this power fantasy track. But we'll see what they do in season 3. I don't think they'll course correct and they'll lean more into the story and the plot that's interesting. I think they'll keep leaning into the power fantasy, but I'd like to be proven wrong. So that's the difference. That's a great freaking question, because I think that's gonna people are gonna see it on a surface level and they're gonna think, well, that's freaking weird. And I agree. I think that's a good question. Good critique. So
Yes. Well,
good morning,
now
Graham
we
and
come-
George. Hello, Kazusa Sweet. Good morning.
Sweet. Hello.
Chill,
hello.
everyone.
Good morning.
Everyone's being pretty well behaved, I would say, despite outrageous potential takes.
Listen, if anything I've learned about anime communities is that they are very opinionated.
here. Yes, that's a fact.
And you know, our chat's pretty chill, despite the fact that we might be trashing on some of their favorite anime. So
True.
I think that's pretty good. Okay,
Okay.
we arrive now
Oh
to
boy.
Vinland Saga
Oh boy.
season 2. When I was a kid, and I don't want to like extend this into a huge freaking speech, but when I was a kid, I loved Lord of the Rings. I loved all these, like, you know, the good guys kill the bad guys and frickin' war is cool. That's kind of where I came from. And there's a few books that I read kind of growing up that had a very, very huge impact on me and the way that I saw the world. Not just like how I saw specific things. Literally, my view of the world changed. All Quiet on the Western Front, the things they carried, Heart of Darkness, I think it's what it's called. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of it right now. It's like a tiny little book. Those things changed how I view war and changed literally my politics is too shallow. I was going to say changed my political views, but that's way too shallow. It changed like my paradigm of, my worldview. There you go. That's way better. I didn't think there was going to be a show that could evoke that same kind of feeling that like these books had given me.
Wow.
Vinland Saga evoked that. Vinland Saga season 2 specifically evoked that. Seeing the absolute monster that Thorfinn was and the absolute saint. I don't know if he's quite saint yet, and I don't know if anyone in his world and then, you know, Earth can be a saint in the strictest sense. But seeing the type of person that Thorfinn became and how hard it was for him and the like absolute 180 that he had to do was very, very, very inspirational. And it's one of the few things where I feel like if people saw Vinland Saga and took to heart its theme and message, the world would be a better place. And I feel like so silly saying this about an anime, but I genuinely believe it. Like, I do think that that's what Vinland Saga has the potential to do. I saw some comments of people saying that other people, I don't think I saw anyone in our comments actually say this, but other people were saying season 2 was boring. I'm sorry if you ever thought that. Like, we are just so polar opposite in like what we enjoy that like I can't even relate to that remotely. Easy S.
Dang.
Like, if there was an SS tier, I would put Vinland Saga season 2 there. Like, this has world-changing impact in the way that I received it and that I saw it.
Wow.
So yeah, S tier for me. Easy.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more could really be said about that because I agree. I echo a lot of what you said here. I don't know if it has the worldview change that that I felt, but
Sure.
yeah, like I want to put it. I was thinking of putting it here in high A because it's definitely above these other ones. But there were some critical like flaws in these two that prevented it from going into like its absolute peak. But I don't know if there was a critical flaw in Vinland Saga season 2. I just think it didn't hit me as hard. However, that ending was so incredible that I think I would put it in S rank just for how incredible the ending was. It was so profound. Like, it didn't have the effect on me like it did for you, where it's like changing my worldview per se, but it was just like, dang, he pulled it off. Like, he really did. Like, when in that final scene where they're going freaking ham, and I was just like, we were both like, I think we were like opposite ends of the spectrum. I was just like, no, this isn't the right way. Like, this is so dumb. Like, this isn't gonna work. But then he was able to endure it all, and then it did work. It just kind of like blew my mind. I was just like, no way. And then because I felt like I was in the audience of that crowd watching the fight happen. And then I was humbled just like they were. And I was like, whoa, this was crazy. Like, wow, he really just did that. So it had an effect on me for sure. And I think for that reason, I would put it in S rank as well. I agreed. I heard a lot of comments of people, and I was very hesitant going into season 2 because a lot of people said like, season 2 really dropped off. It really wasn't as interesting. It wasn't as good. And I couldn't disagree more. Just like you're saying, like it's a character drama and it's super freaking interesting. It was very good. You really cared about the characters that were there, and you made them. You know, I didn't even like. What is his name? Reiner? Is that who it is?
No, Reiner is
that's from Attack on Titan. Yeah, what's his name? Thorfinn's freaking buddy, his brother.
Oh, yeah, bro. Now I literally knew the name, and now I just blanked it. Somebody help us out, please, in the comments.
I think by saying, I have this theory that by saying I forgot something and then saying it out loud to someone else, like, what was the name? I forgot. It causes the other person to forget. Like, that's a theory I have. Just saying.
I had his name in the tip of my tongue, and the second you said Reiner, it just like pushed it out.
Yeah.
Einar, that's it right there. Yes, Einar.
Thank you.
That's exactly it.
Chat to the rescue again. That's wonderful. Thank you, Ray. And
yes,
Adrigon Clavisa.
Gonsalves. Yes.
Yes. So
Micro Spartan, Einar.
I didn't even like Einar at the beginning because I thought he was kind of ugly. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this guy. But I ended up really liking him. I loved him a lot. It was quite good. So
you know, Einar it was kind of the normie in that situation. Like, he was just a good dude who had suffered from war and just like tried to had kind of like the regular feelings of a regular person. Like, he had the feelings and kind of desires of revenge because he'd never been exposed to its ugliness and how much it can like poison your heart and your life and all that stuff. And I loved how Einar became the stand-in for the victim of the Vikings. Yes. And Thorfinn became the stand-in for all the sins of the Vikings, and how like these two stand-ins can like somehow overcome and like work together, and how like Canute and Thorfinn started on like, you know, opposite ends of the spectrum, and then throughout the story they kind of like switch.
They rotated like that
and do 180. Incredible. And it's like all believable and done in such a great way. And the author does not for one moment sacrifice the theme and the points that they're trying to put across. And like, it's so silly to think of like a pacifist as a true warrior, because on its face it seems so paradoxical and dumb. But when you think about it, and when you see the evidence of like how hard it really is to like fight to be a pacifist, right? Like in the inner battle and all that stuff. Like, yeah, dude, that's like, it's so much easier just to succumb to your base desires and like seek revenge and all. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking because I could go on all day. We should probably read some comments.
I really just wish you would tell me how you really feel, okay?
Dude, there's so much I could say about Vinland Saga Season 2. Like, it's a masterpiece in my view, and that's why I put it at the very, very top of S tier there. But
it is 100% agree. It's a total masterpiece. It didn't hit me as strong as it hit you, but it still hit me pretty hard. Couldn't agree more. Definitely a masterpiece. It's amazing. That's right. We need a Thorfinn horse guy. That's what we need, George.
There you go. Oh boy. All right. I want to read some of these comments because I saw my name mentioned a couple times.
Okay, go for it.
100% agree, George. Vinland Saga Season 2 has been a big influence on my life since I saw it. It's so powerful. Yes. Season 2 was so well done. It makes Season 1 really feel out of place with the superpowers and anime nonsense. Oh, maybe that wasn't about Vinland Saga. Maybe it was. I don't know.
I think it is. It's like superpowers as in like, what's his face? Thorkill, I think it is, being incredibly powerful.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I don't see that necessarily as like superpowers per se, but it is a little bit less grounded than I would say Season 2 was, for sure. After George's opinion, I have nothing to say about it. Yeah, like this is one of the have I recommended any other anime we watched? But to some of my friends, my other normie friends, as Graham would say, I have actually recommended Vinland Saga, and I know that anybody that doesn't particularly like anime would enjoy Vinland Saga. Yeah. For all these other ones, maybe to varying degrees of success, but Vinland Saga for sure.
Right. Someone asks, Nazem asks, Season 1 and 2 will be rated together. So these specifically are the stuff we watched this year. So if you want to see what our rating was for Season 1, we watched that in 2024. You'll have to check out that live stream because we rated it there. And then you could check out the last episode of Season 1 as well if you want to get our full extended thoughts about the whole season. So.
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Okay.
All
Where
right.
would you put season
boy.
2, Mr. Graham?
Season 2 of ReZero. I liked a lot of the lore and the world building that they did in season 2, but the moment to moment plot, for the most part, while interesting, it gave me the similar feeling to Apothecary Diaries, where it was just like there was a lot of things that I was just like, okay, like there were good stuff here, but like I feel like there was just so much that like either we didn't need, or like was unnecessary, it was drawn out a little too much, or that we just focused a lot on stuff that like didn't really matter too much. I didn't really love the Sanctuary, even though there was like lots of good bits in there. It's such a conflicting feeling because like I feel like there were so many things I liked, but there were also, I guess that's what it is. There's a lot of things I liked about this season, which is why it feels weird to put it into B, but it's because there were so many things that I also didn't like and I wasn't as interested in. So it's a very conflicting feeling, but I'd have to put season 2 in the B tier. It was good. It was fine. But you know, it wasn't bad. If it was bad, it would go in C, but it wasn't bad. So it'll go into B tier as, you know, it was good. It was fine.
Yeah, season 2. My favorite part of season 2 was like the mystery around what does the clown guy, frick, I forget his name now.
Yes, it's
I'm so
now
bad
that you
at
said
names.
it, my brain threw it away. I'm telling you, my brain just threw it the frick away.
I don't know how that always happens, but yes, like trying to figure out some of the stuff that he knew. What did Echidna
Super
tell
interesting.
him? Yes, what the Gospels kind of stood for. Trying
Yep.
to figure out all that mystery. That was really
Super
cool.
interesting.
Funnily enough, my opinion of season 2 went down a little bit after we found out about some of the cut content.
Yep.
We would read it and we saw like a video from Echidna, I think is the name.
Yeah, Echidna.
Yes. And that actually I don't know. I will judge it according to the stuff that was missed. I don't know if that's the fairest way of ranking an adaptation in an anime all the time, but I think in this case, the stuff that was particularly cut, I wish it would have been included. I feel like I would have enjoyed season 2 that much more. Season 2 was still great, but not as good as. Do I put it low A or high B? I'm gonna put high B. It might be subject to change here. Come on. Depending once we get to some of these other ones. But yeah, it's like right in the middle of these two. But I did not enjoy it as much as season 1 of both of these shows.
Sure.
But it was still very good. Still very good.
Nice. Okay, very good. Let's see. Yeah, so next up is let's check out some comments actually. Let's see what people are saying. Let's see. I love ReZero, but season 2 did not hit the same as season 1. Agreed. Season 4 coming out in April 2026. We are going to be watching it as it comes out. Can't wait. It's the best arc. Yeah, I mean, season 3, well, I won't say. Season 3 existed, and we watched it, and we'll get to it in a second. ReZero Glazer, season 2 is my favorite. Interesting. Not much above season 1 or 3, but still above all. Interesting. Okay. Something that kind of sticks out with season 2 is it's basically only one arc. It's crazy. It's so long for just one arc.
And there was still so much cut. That's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's
bro.
wild.
Yeah, I feel like it should just, I don't know. This is gonna be sacrilegious to say, but I'm just gonna say it. I feel like that arc should be totally rewritten, and all the like really interesting bits should be like, you know, put there, and then all the freaking like extra stuff that I think they could have just not had. You could probably cut that season in half and include all the good stuff that they cut without losing much, to be totally honest. So
yeah, like some of the peak moments of season 2, the Pandora stuff, some of the dream sequences or whatever they're in there, like that was so good, so freaking insanely good. But there was some other stuff that was, just kind of harder to get.
You know what? Oh, that's true. The Pandora stuff too. That was crazy. Maybe I'll put it up into low A then. Man, the Pandora stuff
That's
was
where
so
I'm
freaking
struggling.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I think low A is what it. It's not. Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, just for anyone to see a little more easily, I switched it over from here. I switched it up and put it into the top of A. Yeah, the Pandora stuff was incredible. The flashback stuff. There's just so much about it I like. But again, this is like there's one critical thing that's just holding me back from saying it was peak. It was really good. It was really good. But yeah. Let's see. Lots of comments about season 2. Dang. Let's see.
Yeah. It's really tough. Mike Spartan 319. It's really tough with the cut content. They already had longer episodes and skipped OPs and EDs, so I'm not sure where it could fit. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It's just ReZero is just so chock full of information.
It's so
that's
dense.
Just like,
yeah.
Honestly, as long as it felt, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was pacing stuff. Like I was saying, like, what if they just added like 2 or 3 more episodes, but then some of the longer portions might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again,
I don't know.
I just think they should cut. There were some episodes and just like plot lines that just didn't ultimately matter, and things that happened that just could have been like faster, and then they could have focused on the more interesting things in the episodes, and then including the stuff they cut. It just would have changed, I think, the dynamic of the season completely.
Oh, I just remembered too. This is the time where we see the Witch of Envy finally show up.
Yep. So much happened.
I might need to move up mine here. I won't do it right now, but that was an insane moment. Right? That caught me not necessarily by surprise, but yeah, especially compared with where I want to place. All right, when I place Dan to Dan, I'll move stuff around, but
sure. All right, Dan to Dan. There's so many comments about season 2. Season 2 was impacted by COVID. Choose Me moment is still best for me. The only way to do season 2 justice would be 50 episodes to fit in all the cut lore. People are now saying season 4 needs to be 50 episodes. Jeez, Louise,
boy.
We don't have the schedule for that. The arc was the longest in the series, but the COVID, yeah. It's tough. It's really tough. I feel like season 2 of almost any anime I've ever watched is one of the hardest ones to place because it was pretty long even of itself, but there was so much stuff I didn't like and did like all at the same time that it's just like I almost feel like it's like, oh, well, the things I liked in the season were S rank, and the things I didn't like in the season were like B to C rank, right? So it's like, how do you judge that? It's like, okay, fine, A rank. It goes into A rank. So, anyways, we won't harp on it anymore.
Yes, let's move on.
Dan to Dan, George.
Season 1 for me is a very strong top of B tier. I'm gonna move this around actually like this. Dan to Dan, if I could describe it in one word, it's fun. It is such a fun watch. It's so wild and crazy. It's got some weird stuff that maybe younger, normier George would have not necessarily enjoyed as much. But yeah, I had a lot of fun watching season 1 of Dan to Dan. The OP is an absolute banger, and it is the only OP that I continue to listen to this day. The only OP song. It is so good, dude. It's like it's become one of like my favorite songs. Like I'm not gonna list all my favorite songs nor where I would place it, but it is such a good song. And so I know the OP shouldn't influence the content of the anime that much, but I'm including it for now. It's top of B tier for me. It is really good.
Oh my gosh. Well, the song did not hit me nearly like that. It is a fine enough song. I really like Dan to Dan though. It's definitely above Solo Leveling for sure. Is it above Steins Gate? No, because there are emotional moments in Steins Gate that hit very hard. And while there was an emotional moment in Dan to Dan, it was like a singular episode. This isn't like characters that have been built up for like so long. So I think A is good. It's a very fun show. It's very nice. I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, I think mid A there is perfect spot for it. It's the thing I like the most about Dan Dan, not just that it's fun, but it's so fresh. Like it's very impossible to predict. It's always doing something
Yes,
interesting.
that's true.
And so I would give it points for that alone. It's very, very cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What are people saying about Dan to Dan? Episode 7 made me sob each time. Yeah, 7 is the
7
the
was
sad
crazy.
one.
Yep. Yep.
The issue I have with Dan and Dan is that it's something I don't care when they're fighting random monsters. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not. It's definitely not at its best when it's doing its shonen thing, which is I think is why the fresh elements of it save it and make it such an enjoyable show, because it feels so fresh, even despite there's some kind of samey elements that you wouldn't necessarily be interested in because they're not executing super well on that front. So A feels about right. Yeah, Dan Dan season 1 is great, but it ends incredibly abrupt and didn't feel good. 100%, totally.
That's part of the. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Mushoku Tensei season 2. Oh boy. Well,
Oh boy.
man, let me look at the thumbnails here. I just want to see Mushoku Tensei
Sure.
season 2. Let me pop this open. Yeah, we had stuff like there was, of course, Sylphie falling from the sky. There was some malfunctions for our boy Rudy. There was the reveal of the girl in the mask. There was
Yes.
the lovey-dovey
That was
stuff
really good.
with Sylphie. There was the crash out from the mask girl, and then there was the stuff with Rudy's little sister, and then there was the stuff with finding frickin' Roxy, and then there was the other things that
Roxy.
happened with Roxy. Yeah, honestly, it's all good. It's pretty much all good. I saw some comments that like the school stuff was slow. I think Ray said that. I didn't agree actually. I really liked pretty much all the stuff that was happening. Almost every episode to me was engaging and fun. And then that was like the worst of it. And then the other stuff was just absolutely fire. So I would have to put, man, I'm really freaking glazing Mushoku I see
Whoa.
here, but I really liked it. In fact,
Dang.
I think I liked it more in season 2 than I did I ended up liking in season 1 because, man, the only thing I didn't like was the execution with the Roxy and the Sylphie stuff. That was the only thing. And I won't get into it because we really got into it in that episode and how it could have been laid out better. But I really liked almost everything. I wonder if I'm trying to decide, is there a moment? No. You know what makes season 1 slightly better than season 2 in my mind is the Orsted stuff.
Orsted stuff is really good.
It was so freaking good. The Sylphie stuff is so incredible, though. She's so freaking cute. But that was a big misstep. The stuff at the very end was, I think, executed poorly. I can accept the outcome, but the execution was not right, in my opinion. So that's why I would put it right here. Both of them are absolutely freaking incredible. So that's what I got to say about those ones. Incredible season. And just like the interpersonal stuff was just amazing. Like with Rudy's, I wish I could remember her name, but of course I can't. Rudy's little sister.
Us remember names?
I know.
Never.
I know. Yeah, him trying to like work through that with her and stuff. It was amazing. I love it. I really like, I really liked everything about it. It was an incredible season. Some of the best anime you can ever watch, really. So, yeah.
Yeah, season 2, the best part for me about season 2 was the choice placed before him by the man god and like the choice
Yes.
between staying and going. I don't want to get into too many details for spoiler reasons. But I feel like as an outsider, it's so much easier to like think, okay, I think I know what the right answer is. But if you're in that situation, you don't know if you're going to survive. You don't know if you're going to find the person you're looking for. You don't know how long it's gonna take exactly. Like they said, at minimum it might be this, but maybe not. He made his choice before he found out certain things about the length of time and everything. And so that, for me, that choice hit at a very deep personal level. I don't want to get into all the details, but like my wife's last delivery, like I am lucky that she is here and so is my son. I'll just leave it like that. And that just like, that's like a freaking crazy experience. So like to be a little bit in Rudy's shoes, in between like the tough choices that he would have had to make was like crazy. And so for me, I didn't enjoy it as much as season 1, but for me, it's an easy A, bottom of A with like compared to these other shows here. But yeah, that was really good.
Sure.
So
awesome. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, let's see what people are saying. I think it was about Dan to Dan. Jay put there 220 chapters. The manga maintains that energy and film the whole way through. It's incredible. That's great to hear. I'm looking forward to that. Mushoku Tensei season 2. I think I'm biased. I love the school arc. Judge me. We will judge you openly, Sam. Norn and Aisha. Thank you, Dark, for throwing those names in there. That's right. It was Norn. I don't know why I can't remember.
Norn
anything.
and Aisha. Bro, we're so bad at that.
It's so ridiculous. It's actually
slightly
so ridiculous.
embarrassing.
Oh my gosh. After reading the manga, the school arc might be the most important one. I fucking love to hear it. I think other than Frieren, Mushoku Tensei is my most anticipated 2026 anime, I would say.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm really looking forward to that. I just love those characters so much. I think I've been personalized to the characters in Mushoku Tensei more than like most of the other shows we watch, and I don't know why. But I just really love them so fucking much. I love Rujart so freaking much, dude. He's just such a freaking G, dude. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just really love the characters in Mushoku Tensei. Norn and Aisha are just two fucking angels. And Rujart is such a fucking Chad. Rudy has made such great progress. Sylphie is just a freaking angel as well. She's a treasure of a human being. Roxy.
I think part of it
I like Roxy. She's a bit on my bad side a little bit, but I really like Roxy. So
I think it's because the characters are like laid bare, flaws and all. I think that's part of like the reason why you can understand them at a more personal level. Maybe that sounds silly, but like I think you can when you see them, realistically, I guess.
It's crazy how Isekai is dominating. I don't look at it like that. I just think of it's like they just.
I guess they are all isekais.
Yeah, they really are.
Bro,
I just think.
Never mind.
It just happened to be that the people who wanted to tell some really good stories were able to make it work in the Isekai. So it is what it is.
Isekai, yeah.
Why choose?
I was gonna say your tier list. I was gonna say real quick, your tier list and mine are the same because I saw the one on screen, but it's literally my tier list. I'm so dumb.
That's hilarious. Why choose one when you could choose them all? I'm not a harem guy. Sorry to break anyone's freaking illusion there. Production quality on season 1 of Mushoku was incredible. Season 2 can't compete on that front. I mean, I didn't notice, to be honest. Like, maybe it wasn't as good in season 2, I guess, but I didn't notice at all in any way. I didn't think 1 second about the animation for season 2. So that may be true in a direct comparison.
I'm trying to think of like
I didn't feel it.
Combat,
bro. The Hydra fight was insane.
I'm trying to think. Like
it was hype.
I can't really tell the difference. Yeah, it was done very well.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. But it may be true. I'm not the biggest fan of Mushoku Tensei, mostly because I don't like Rudy. Fair. The world is cool and the side characters are great, but I don't love it. Have you, Teddy? I would be curious about how much you've watched of season 1 and 2. Maybe you've seen them both and you still don't like them, and that's fair. You guys should watch Mushoku Tensei season 3 trailer after the tier list. We are so close to season 3 though. I don't wanna. Skibird, I don't wanna. I don't want to like see anything. I'm the type of guy who goes in ultra blind into stuff. I don't even watch trailers. I don't read descriptions. So we're so close at this point. I think we'll just hold off. Sorry. Probably. What do you think about that, George?
I don't know what's included in the trailer, unfortunately. I also like to be as spoiler free as possible. I don't know, Graham, how spoilery are anime trailers? I watched
it all
spoiler
depends.
for
it's just like a normal
spoiler
trailer, right? It depends.
Okay. Yeah, like I watched the trailer for Project Hail Mary. Great book. You guys should read it. And they spoil one of the craziest reveals in the trailer. I'm like, bro, what are you guys freaking doing? How dare you put this in a trailer? But you know, I guess
Skip it. Yep. Well, I'm already leaning that side. So if people are saying that, then maybe we will. School arc is a lot more compelling in the book for Mushoku Tensei since you don't see Sylphie. It's just an arc that was always going to have some weirdness adaptation due to the change in the visual medium. Interesting. So I guess the reveal of Sylphie is kind of more crazy when it's just words on a paper and you're not seeing that it's, oh, that's clearly Sylphie, right? And it's just like, oh, frick, this character was someone else all along. That would be kind of interesting if that's the case. Let's see. That's the thing I like about most Shoko Tensei. It's the flaws. I like the characters. Yep. All support the cast. Season 1 are great, but in season 2 they're weak. For the most part, season 2 is great. Season 2 is mid. Interesting. There was still a good moment in the big. They're still good in the big moments, but season 1 had a ton of incredible animation and smaller character moments, unique opening and everything. Episode is top quality. Yep, incredibly good. Season 4 trailer of ReZero has crazy spoilers. We will not be watching that. That's for sure. Terminator 2 trailer was super dirty. That seems very random, but I guess based on the conversation we're having, it makes sense. Okay, talking about some
the
trailers.
Rocky reveal in the trailer was insane. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Yep.
I never watched a trailer for something. Yeah, try not to avoid that. Okay, we got to switch back to tier list here. So George,
okay,
Dan, why don't you tell everyone about Dan? I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm trying to think. For one, I felt like Dan season 2 had some more closure. It didn't end as abruptly. I really liked the one episode where the guy with the glasses, although I guess the main character also has glasses, I forget his name, but the otaku guy, that episode where they showed his perspective of everything in the past, that was cool. I don't know, Dan to Dan is just fun. That's all I gotta say. It's fun. Season 2 continued with that fun, almost in a identical manner. The stuff with the spirit that's now with Gigi, I forget the evil eye. There we go. That's his name. The evil eye stuff was really fun.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put that B tier, top of B tier, ahead of season 1. Again, continuing with the fun. Really good.
Yep, 100%. Totally agree. The evil eye stuff was really fun. I think season 2 was just slightly better than season 1.
Yep.
You know, it just kind of goes without saying almost. But yeah, it was really good. The last, or I won't say what it is, obviously, but the finale was super freaking cool and interesting and makes me really interested to see what the heck's going on in season 3. So, I mean, what more can be said? Dan Dan is such a freaking solidly great, unique, and fresh show. So, it's great. Yep. And then the romance, oh, that was the other thing. The romance stuff they were doing in season 2? Frickin' yeah, let's go. This is great. I was absolutely into that. So that was fantastic.
I'm sure you were. Okay.
Quinta. Thank you, Jay Put. It was Quinta. That's right.
Quinta, yes.
Quinta
oh my gosh.
was hilarious. I hated that guy at the start. I hated Quinta at the start, but he's so funny. Yeah. I was just like, oh, who's this freaking weird nerd? But no, he was cool. Quinta's a cool guy.
Yeah.
In the middle of the season while you're watching it and start putting it together, it will. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Oh, talking about spoilers about trailer stuff. Yeah. You don't want to. Seeing a spoiler with no context is still a spoiler. Okay, I really don't like that people try and play that off of like, oh, we don't have any context. No, that's not how it works. Okay, you can't just like show something as a spoiler because 99% of the time, once you start getting close to the context and you're able to put it into context, it immediately freaking becomes that spoiler. So I don't agree with that like whatsoever, unless it's like something abstract that you won't be like, you literally couldn't put it together until like that said thing happens, then fine. But like if you see a character getting killed and you're like, this is the best example I like. If you see a character die, but you don't know who the character is or who's killing them, then you could say like, well, without context, you don't know it's a spoiler. It's like, yeah, but once these characters are revealed and you start getting into the story, it's a spoiler. It becomes a spoiler. So like context does absolutely fucking nothing to make something not a spoiler. It's still a spoiler. You just don't understand how it spoils, but it is still spoiled you. So I don't agree with the contextless spoiler stuff. But anyways, ReZero season...
I saw a question there real quick, though. Will this stream remain on the channel? Yes, it will.
Yes.
Let Naya.
Yes, so feel free to watch it later. If you want to go to bed, depending on your time zone, no problem. Yagoda.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, so...
Okay.
ReZero Season 3. ReZero Season 3 was really good. Also, you'll see I used this girl's face here because she was the best girl of the season.
Oh my gosh.
It was super hype. It was super hype. I really liked Season 3 a lot. It was very good. Lots of characters I liked. Lots of interesting things happening. The mystery was super interesting. The action was hype. Figuring out the stuff about like what was going on and the powers. The only like major flaw was I think the reveal of the powers, and we went over this in these episodes, so I won't rehash it in full, but I think the power system stuff of figuring out, what was his name?
Regulus.
Regulus's power stuff was so dumb. Like, not the powers itself, but like the figuring it out and stuff, the puzzle aspect of that was the stupidest thing that ReZero has ever done. Just like full stop. I don't even care. Oh, frick. Nazim.
Oh, we gotta...
They did done my boy Regulus dirty this season.
Dirty.
Freaking perfect timing.
Oh, thank you for
that super chat.
Donation.
That's
amazing.
Freaking nice. Yes, I really love Regulus as a character so much, but the freaking breakdown of his stupid ability was so stupid, and it made me so freaking mad that they marred it like that. And I was just like, ugh, I was so disappointed. I'm not going to get into the rest of that because we go into heavy detail what we don't like about that. But everything else about that season was freaking peak. It was so awesome. Would I put it above Vinland Saga? No, there wasn't emotional moments. Like there was that one moment where not Rudy, Subaru gave like his hero speech, and that was pretty sick, but it doesn't hit as sick as the fight at the end of Vinland Saga. So incredible season, absolutely fantastic. We have the best girl right here, Lust. So yeah, not much more can be said about that.
Oh my gosh.
Without getting demonetized.
Jeez. I thought season 3 was fantastic. I wish I gotta say it with minor spoilers here. I'm trying to say as spoiler free as possible, but the owl stuff, I wish they would have presented it to us in a different way, because that was crazy. The amount of theorizing that just like exploded from there was wild. The end at the end where only Subaru remembers certain stuff. I'll just, again, trying to be as spoiler free as possible. That was really crazy. Some of the fights were amazing. Again, like Graham, I have some issues with how they found out about some of the Regulus stuff. Part of it seems like we missed an OVA that would have like strengthened
a little
bit of the information. Yeah. But not a whole lot.
Not enough.
The power discrepancy between Subaru and Regulus, yet without I don't know, like, yes, we get it that Subaru trained a lot, and so he wasn't just like your average person at that point, but still, like, I don't know, I feel like they could have sold that a little bit better.
Sure.
But we got to see Reinhard fight. That was awesome. We got to see him in action. So there was a lot of very hype moments. The absolute sense of dread in the beginning when they all started showing up and everything. Just great season overall. And so I'm going to put it right above season 2 for me. I think for me it goes season 1, 3, 2 in rank order. All great seasons. And I'm excited for season 4.
Yeah,
be really cool.
100%. Season 3 is the best adaptation overall in terms of at least cut content. Yeah, there wasn't a lot, but I do think there was some stuff that shouldn't have been cut, for sure, for sure. Super Speech episode was peak. It was awesome. It was really good.
Yeah.
What a great... I was like, even going into that and knowing that he was about to give a speech, I was thinking like, I'm not going to be as... Like, they're going to do it, and I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, he had a speech, blah, blah, blah. But they sold it. They really sold it.
Selling speeches is hard. In shows.
Yeah. But they did it. I was so impressed. I'm a freaking skeptical, hard to please motherfricker. And so every time like scenes like that are about to come up, I'm just like, all right, let's see. Like, okay, do it. And then they pulled it off, and I was like, all right, freaking peak cinema, let's go. Not as good as season 1, but I really liked the A tier for me. Nice. We'll also give you guys this URL to this if you want to make your own tier list and throw them on the Discord for us to check out. Yeah, that would be nice to see what everyone's opinions are. So we'll throw that up on the Discord, or maybe in the chat here at the end. I think Regulus adaptation hits the comedic dumb attributes of him well, but it didn't hit with the few where he was actually competent. True.
Yeah.
There was a couple of...
I really liked how like he just sucked at everything.
He sucked.
Like, yes, I'm sure there was like he had his competencies and stuff like that, but his life was so
pathetic.
He was so overpowered that he was so pathetic. And really the only thing he ever had going for him was how OP he was. And like that made life easy for him in a lot of regards. And it just further proved how pathetic he was, because he wasn't anything without it. Like, he had zero redeeming qualities without his powers. Like,
he was
that
worst.
was portrayed very well. I liked how they did that.
100%. Hi, Graham and George. I'm not Patreon, but I suggest you guys watch Code Geass. Listen, you don't have to be Patreon. Everyone's welcome here. No problem. We love our Patrons and our members.
We love our Patreon members and everybody, but you can also recommend anime whenever we have our community suggestions.
That's right.
All the anime, bar one on this list, that have been on the community suggestion slot has been an anime that has been recommended. So you don't necessarily have to be a Patreon member to influence what we watch.
That's
right. Throw that out there.
Very good. Let's see. I gotta sub to your Patreon when I have enough money. Skeeber, that's very generous. If you're tight on money, don't feel obligated. Obviously, we really appreciate the support.
You watching is enough.
That's right. Watching and supporting and making comments is more than enough. But yeah, it all helps in the end. So we appreciate that a lot. As far as the super regular stuff, they cut a ton of the fight. Yeah, there was stuff in the fight. Again, I don't want to get into it, but there was stuff in the fight and the puzzle making of his ability that just was so fucking bad. It's a shame. It's a shame because that season is incredibly good. And Regulus is such a great character, even though he's the scum of the earth. So.
He's a great villain to hate. You just love hating that guy. It's so
100%,
good.
100%, bro. 100%. Okay, George, this I'm super excited to see.
Yeah. I don't want to go into all of it right now.
Oh boy.
But Graham was kind of talking about stuff that just gives him the ick. Funnily enough, it was during Uma Musume season 1. And I think we came to somewhat of an understanding. There are certain things that you can't quite put your finger on why specifically it gives you the ick. And I think the ick, speaking of things that have been overused, people are using it for like anything and everything nowadays. But the merging of animals and humans gave me the ick since day one.
For all the weebs out there who don't understand what he's saying, he means kimono mimi. He doesn't like kimono mimi, or kemono mimi. Sorry, excuse my Japanese.
Sure,
I was going to say French,
is.
but it's Japanese. Kimono is animal. Kimono.
Okay.
And mimi is ears, so animal ears, which is the shorthand for like animal-eared girls. Basically.
And it's not just the ears; it's the tails. Sometimes there's like the hands that have like animal paws or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what it is, man, but something about that just rubs me the wrong way, and it kind of gives me the ick. Like, it doesn't gross me out completely, but it's like on the spectrum of like grossiness of just ugh.
It's so funny.
So-
This is like the one Weeb and Normie thing, the one bridge that will never be bridged, I think. Because, like, I'm never going to change my idea that cat girls are just better girls. They're just superior to girls. It's just like a fact. Like, cat girls,
No,
fox
bro.
girls, horse
For
girls,
one-
they're just better. They're girls, but better. And George is like, they're girls, but worse.
And I am glad that they are not real.
Oh, I'm so sad they're not
So
real.
glad they're not real. Yes, not they're girls, but worse. Yes, 100%. I think it's just like one of those things like you're just born with, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't really exposed to anime and had a traumatic experience or whatever, you know, like it's just like a thing where like Graham showed me something and literally my reaction internally was just like, oh, what the frick is that? And like my external, because we hadn't known each other for very long, my external reaction was probably like, cool, bro. Like, I'm glad you like this. But
All
yes,
right.
it's
This is a big build
Yes.
up, George.
so I'm gonna say the reason I put this is because I would have bounced off this show without the channel. I would have seen the very beginning and I would have been, frick this dude, it's going into D tier. I'm walking away. Never. But I've been able to, despite I don't want to give this impression that I'm like secretly disgusted the entire time I'm watching Uma Musume, but there'll be like certain things, like there'll be a tail flick or something where like it's almost like an not out of body experience, but like I'm out of body and then like I return to myself and I'm like, bro, I'm watching Horse Girls. What the frick is happening with my life? What went wrong? How do I rewind? That said, I really enjoyed the show. I think it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I am surprised at how much I enjoyed season 1. We'll get to season
Wow.
2. I have a lot of thoughts about that. But for being a human-animal hybrid show, I think it's been a very fun ride. The fact that the results are real is like a huge boon, dude. Like, without that,
For sure.
maybe season 1 would be here and like season 2 would be like somewhere here. I'm not gonna tell where I put season 2 quite yet, but knowing that's like a huge boon for the show, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'm surprised at how much I liked Uma Musume.
Yeah, nice. I'm happy to hear it, and I'm sure everyone else is too. That's freaking fantastic. Not much I could say about this one. This was just a great, solid, really good season. Anime Horse Girls turned out to be a great freaking formula here. I would easily say that this is going to go to the top of my A tier. It was a great season. If I had to watch any of these over again, I would watch Uma Musume because it was even better than I expected. It was hype. It was fun. It was interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it really brought you in. Cute anime girls doing cute things is elevated when there's some really, really interesting things happening below the surface of the anime, being the real results, and then being just the fun and the intensity and the struggle and stuff. It was good. It was really, really interesting. And it was a weird thing when it first happened. I remember being in the anime community and with everyone being like, what in the frick is this? Horse Girls, and they're racing each other. This is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Anyways, I'm gonna watch the frick out of this now. So yeah, it turned out to be really good. So very cool side games. No notes. Bunny Girl Senpai. Oh man, Bunny Girl Senpai. That was a community anime.
Before you rate that here, there's just a thing which says they'll like Cinderella Grey if that ever happens. We're definitely getting to it. I don't want to deviate from your thoughts on Bunny Girl Senpai too much, Graham. But if you guys saw some of our posts on the post tab on the channel, we are sticking to our Uma Musume fight. We know we are in the right in this.
Yep.
A huge thank you to Graham for his editing style. He includes only the things that are like very crucial to our reaction and what we are reacting to, making the content morally, legally, whatever other adjective you want to add, completely ours. I haven't seen, like, every once in a while we'll get a comment where someone says, you guys cut this or you guys cut that. And like every once in a while people complain about us cutting maybe too much.
Yep.
But you know, if Graham didn't have this fantastic style, the channel could be gone right now. And
Right.
so I just want to say publicly, thank you to you, man. You know, it is the way we got to do it. And it's because of how you do that the channel is still standing and we can claim boldly that this content is ours. So, you know, Uma
Yeah.
Musume, not itself, but, you know, some third parties may try to come after us.
Right.
But we will, you know,
We're gonna keep
we'll
watching.
put up the good fight.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can't stop us,
exactly.
okay? Yeah, like George said, I mean, I don't know what everyone's thoughts are about the editing style that we do here on the channel. I know I can be pretty rigorous when I'm cutting stuff, which sucks, but we really try our best to make sure we have context clip and it's as short as possible. And then we have our reaction. And then any kind of little fillers in between that aren't necessary, I cut those out as well. And so that it's only purely our reaction to a contextual scene. And we believe, and then it's not even everything. We'll take the best stuff or the most meaty stuff of that episode, stuff that retains the story of our reaction, not just the story of the show, but the story of how we, like, our thoughts and, oh, we were thinking about this thing and that's going to come up later. So I made sure to include that, even though it's a small part of the reaction, right? So I don't know how people feel, if it's too much cutting or if it's too abrasive. I actually do a lot of extra work to make sure I'm getting just the right frames. Like if a subtitle disappears just before a cut, it can make it like kind of jarring going to the next cut. So I actually go frame by frame to make sure it's on the right frame, that there's not a scene change before I make a cut, that there's audio cutting at the right time, that sometimes I'll extend a little bit of our audio from one cut into the next cut. So we're kind of like trailing the last thing we're setting into a new cut. I do a whole bunch of work behind the scenes to make sure that it's just right, that the viewing experience is as good as possible for everyone, but that we're also, you know, making sure that we're adhering to fair use, because we don't want our content to be a replacement for the shows that we watch. We want it to be what it is, our content, our reaction to the show. So hopefully everyone enjoys the style that we have, and it's not too much of a cut job, but, you know, it is what it is. It has to be what it is. YouTube is a big outlet for us to push our content out and to get people to the memberships or the Patreon so that we can keep doing what we're doing. And then having everyone just watching, the thousands of people that watch on YouTube, is so nice to see the comments and pushing everything forward. So it's great. It's a lot of work. It's more work than, you know, than if I didn't take the time for the little bits like that. But I think it makes it a better experience, right? And we're big on the whole experience thing of making content. So we want to make sure that even though it's a reaction, we want to make sure that it's still a good experience. And that's from the quality of the conversation to the cutting that we're making in the video. So anyways, that's a long diatribe, but yeah, very good.
Yes.
Get 'em, boys. The first 3 episodes could have been a movie. So it's sold. It's so solid for Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah, so Bunny Girl Senpai, this is including the movies. I really liked Bunny Girl Senpai. How much did I like Bunny Girl Senpai? More than this. I would say more than this. More than Dan.
Okay.
Yeah. Bunny Girl Senpai is really, really good. It was super interesting to try and figure out the like mysteries of what was going on for each of the characters. There's a lot of characters that I really like and situations. They're very cute. It's very fun. I don't think I liked it as much as Steins Gate, just because Steins Gate, I was endeared to the characters more. It's probably nostalgia talking there, and the ending was incredible. There was an incredible movie in the 3 movies that we watched. One of those movies was absolutely just a ride.
Peak cinema. Yes.
Oh, it was incredible. But if I'm looking at it in totality, not just that one movie is probably S, but if I'm looking at a totality, there were some ups and downs here and there, and I'd say it's a very solid A rank. It's a great show. I'm actually looking forward to watching season 2. I'm sad that it's been pushed back for so long. It's possible that season 2 shows up after Uma Musume season 3. Just saying. So
True.
look forward to that. Just saying. So yeah, very good.
Yes. Where do I put Bunny Girl Senpai? I do think that movie does a whole lot to pull the series as a whole up a lot. Its totality, though, I think I'm going to put it right here. I think it does a lot of good stuff. A lot of the mysteries are fun. A lot of them are really interesting. Some of them are like, okay, the relationship between the two main characters is also pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is a solidly up there show. I really liked it.
Nice. Very good. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I knew you were very apprehensive to watching Bunny Girl Senpai before we watched it. So yeah, that's very good. I demand a Mambo cut. Don't worry, we've got at least
of course.
Mambo, mambo, omatsuri, mambo.
Yes, very good. Thank you for that. Very good, very good. A what? Graham, have you watched Parasite? I have not. I know a little bit about Parasite. I feel like would I like Parasite? I don't know. We'll probably watch Parasite at some point. I feel like Parasite is something I wouldn't like for the same reasons that I may not like something like Takopi. Like it's kind of dark in that way. So, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know enough about it and probably won't know enough about it until I watch it. So, George will not forget the Mambo anytime soon. No.
Mambo, mambo,
He won't. Don't worry.
omatsuri, mambo.
Don't
The
worry.
fucking
No problem.
earworm that is Mambo, bro. This does not go away.
Cute girls doing cute things. Would you guys, Graham or Graham specifically, be interested in Girls on Panzer? We're definitely gonna watch Girls on Panzer. I have never seen Girls on Panzer before. It's always been my plan to watch it one day, and now we have a channel to do that. So we'll definitely watch the cute girls in cute tanks.
Cute girls and cute tanks.
That's right,
Oh
George.
boy. Oh boy.
So for sure, the anime I'm cheering for is Isekai Ojisan. I have watched half of Isekai Ojisan. It's a super weird show, but I will say, the girls in Ojisan are some of the cutest, if not the cutest, anime girls
gosh.
I have ever
Freaking
seen in an anime. I'm just like full stop. I watched that that was one show it was funny, but I watched it purely because of how beautifully drawn the girls are. I was just like, frick, bro. I'm like sweating while I'm watching it. I'm like, frick.
Oh jeez, dude.
So very, very good. Absolutely
gosh.
freaking peak. Violet Evergarden, that's coming. That's coming. If it doesn't
We
come
have
on
had so many people request
Yes.
that over and over and over. Yes,
and
it is
over.
on our list for sure.
Yeah, it's on our list. It will come eventually. It might come sooner if it gets community selected. Speaking of shows giving me the ick. Oh no. Let's see here. Have you guys watched The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime? I have watched season 1. Really liked it. I think I watched season 2 as well. I didn't like the direction that the series went because I really liked the premise of season 1, but I didn't like where it went by the end. The premise is incredible. It was like everything I wanted out of an anime, and then they completely abandoned it and just like overshot the progress of the show entirely and then did something else completely. And I was just like, this isn't my show anymore. But yeah, so we'll definitely watch season 1 at minimum for sure at some point. So, some point we'll get Bouchi season 2. That's going to come as well. We're going to watch that. It's going to be great. George admitting that he can't unhear Mambo is one of the best things in that specific reaction episode. That was one of the funniest things that George has ever said to me in a reaction video we've ever done. It was genuinely so funny because was having the exact same experience, totally unbeknownst to me. George was as well. So freaking funny, dude.
Dude,
Oh
it would
my
not
gosh.
go away. And I would try to listen to other music and think about something else. And it would always
Dude.
crop up, dude. I'd stop listening to music. It was almost as if it was like external to me. I'd take my headphones off and it would start to return.
Absolutely incredible. All right, George, tell us
jeez.
about Bon.
Bon. You know, it didn't hit me in the way that I wish it would have, but I so much respect the work and the effort and the desire to run after your dream. I'm going to unfortunately put it at the bottom of B tier for me. I feel like if it had had more time to flesh out, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot, and I hope that Giga does that. But yeah, for now, I'm putting it at the bottom B tier, judging the anime itself. However, again, like I said, the respect I have towards the project is like S level respect. I just don't want that to influence the content itself right now.
Sure.
So
yeah, I feel almost 100% the same way. As a personal story of Gigak and someone who's been following him for like literally fucking so many years, it's an S rank fucking personal story of him making an anime. And like, that's just the coolest fucking thing ever. It's every weeb's dream, right? As like a story itself, it was quite good. I liked it, but there was a lot of subtext, and it was good, right? It's better than like a lot of the slop that could come out there. I would put it as well at the bottom of my B tier, which I think is kind of it's the equivalent rank to what you've got it as. It's very good. It was good. That's all I'd say. I wouldn't say, oh, this was great, but I watched it and I went, this is good. This is really good. For your first anime ever, like, that's a pretty good freaking result, I would say. If you're making an anime that's like solidly good, and it's your first anime and it's you got to do everything in one episode, genuinely that's a feat to pull that off, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I hope he pursues this type of project further, whether it's in the world of Bond, maybe it's like other anime or whatever. But again, the respect, the amount of respect I have towards that is like SS, like really awesome that he did that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Graham.
This is the only one on the list I haven't seen. Yeah, it's you know, it's a watch it or don't. It's not too consequential,
free on YouTube, and it's like
it's free
less
on
than
YouTube.
20 minutes.
Yeah, it's very quick. It's a piece of history, right? It's a piece of anime community history. So that's the main reason why you'd want to watch it, just to say like, oh, okay, I've seen an anime that Gigak made, excuse me. Graham anime when? I'm sure the protagonist is a cat girl. We have a Graham anime. In fact, we're going to watch a Graham anime when we get to 10,000 subscribers. The anime is called Neko Para.
Gosh, no, bro.
And you know that Neko Para is going straight to the top of S rank, baby, because that is Graham's anime. I didn't need to make an anime because they already made one for me. It's totally fine.
Okay. Very good.
George, what's wrong? What's wrong? No Frieren. We watched Frieren in 2024, and so it went on the top of my S rank as my favorite anime of all time. Spoilers, I guess, for the last stream, but it's there. No, I meant Graham's original anime. Again, I don't need to. They already made it. It's great. Neko Para reaction will be hype AF. 100%, bro. 100%. I can't wait. I love Neko Para, played every visual novel. Based take. Absolutely based take.
There's visual novels for this too? Oh my gosh, bro.
It started as a visual novel, George. For sure. Very excited for George's reaction. Long-time Giga fan. I don't know why I haven't seen it. You gotta check it out. I love Neko Para. All right, I read that one. Who knows what you could do? Yep. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Help us get to 10,000, everybody. That's our goal. It's been our goal since day one, actually. That was one of the first things we said on the channel was once we get to 10,000 subscribers. At the time when we first started, it was like, we'll never get to 10,000. Obviously, that's crazy. So George was like totally fine. He's like, 10,000, we'll never get there. That's forever. And then, well, we're halfway through it. Oh, halfway there.
I did tell the Graham. We'll see how it happens, but I did tell him we're gonna have to like set like number of like goals or whatever for me to even be motivated to watch the next episode. I'm not watching a full season of this just for like 100 people or whatever. No way,
first
dude.
Video will be like, okay, if we get 10 likes, then we'll watch the next one.
No, it can't be that little.
Hold on.
No, 10.
Hold on. And then it'll be like, if we get 25 likes on episode 2, we'll watch the next one. And then if we get 50 likes on the next one, we'll watch the next. And we'll just escalate it like that. It'll be great.
We'll see. We'll have to set I know if I had my way, I would set an unreasonable like goal, but this has to be a
course.
collaboration, apparently.
Oh man, we're already 50% of the way in. Yes, I couldn't be more excited. We'll be hitting that 10K next year for sure. Uma community will help. Can't wait. Thank you. And maybe the Uma Musume people will be inclined to watch it because it's like, you know, Kimono Mimi. So the channel was made just for that goal. Kind of. I'm not going to say that that wasn't my motivation, but you know,
bro, you gotta be joking me. No way. No way. I was duped since the beginning.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oh my
Graham,
gosh.
if you love Nekapara, have you watched Cat Planet Cuties? Cat Planet Cuties? No, I don't think I have actually.
Sounds equally torturous.
Cat Planet Cuties. No, I've never heard of this. It's an older show. I have not heard of this. Well, we'll have to do some research and find out what that's all about. All right. Anyways.
Graham be like 2 steps ahead. I'm always 2 steps ahead. That's from what's his face. What's that guy that lost all the weight? I forget his name. But that was a freaking 5D chess move right there from that guy.
That's so funny. At least 3 episodes, George. 10K is a great thing. Yep, for sure. At least 3. We'll have 3, and then we'll say we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We got lots of time. 2 horseshoes ahead.
See.
True. All right. Well, without further ado, we got to get to season 2 of Uma Musume. Well, it's no doubt that season 2 of Uma Musume features my girl. My girl, talking about my girl. Oh, we got Tokai Teo here, my girl. Of course, at a minimum, she's going up in S rank. Of course, my girl. The question is, how high does she go? Well,
Oh, dang.
for sure, we're going to bump her up to here for sure, because Tokai Teo existing is at least that much. But we also had Twin Turbo. And Twin Turbo I liked because Twin Turbo was a little gremlin. Okay? But they played us for fricking fools in this anime, in this season, because they made us think that Twin Turbo was just a little gremlin. But in fact, she was the little gremlin who could. Okay? She could go, and she was going the distance, and she could go some more, and she was going, and freaking Twin Turbo went all the way, baby. She went all the way, dude. Absolutely.
Favorite anime of
Freaking
2025.
Peak.
Maybe. Wow.
This is the anime. Yeah, I would say this is the anime I enjoyed the most this season, or this year. It's not my favorite anime of all time, although it's certainly up there. But season 2 was special. Like, we're watching season 3 right now, and it's very good. But the subversion of expectations with what they did with Twin Turbo, Tokai Teo being my favorite character, them able to bring that together and make some incredibly emotional moments where I legitimately freaking teared. Like, there's not much more I can say. It was genuinely amazing. It literally has everything that I want in an anime. It has cute girls. It has subverting expectations in a great and proper way. It has a build-up ending. It's built on real freaking results, so they didn't just make it for the show. Tokai Teo pulled it out in the end at the last race too. It was just like it's peak. It's just like peak. It's
Very
hard
good.
for me to come up with the words. It was literally so peak. It was so freaking good. I love a good fantasy anime. I love a good fantasy world. But Uma Musume was special. I'm just going to say it was very special. I really, really loved. It hit me in the same way that Uma Musume hit me on an emotional level, was like when we were watching the OPs and the EDs for Frieren, and I got hit with that same kind of emotion, right? It was strong. Like Frieren, I was more emotional,
Yeah.
but Tokai Teo and frickin' Twin Turbo, Double Jets, Twin Stacks, whatever you want to call her, she pulled it out. And you know what? Justice for Rice. And I wasn't thinking about Rice. That's true. Rice's arc was incredible too. Like, what a peak stacked season that something as incredible as what happened with Rice could be so quickly forgotten. Not forgotten per se, but just like
Yes.
something could overcome of that. Exactly. In comparison. Like, it was genuinely incredible. It's Horse Girls. It's only anime, but it really is such genuinely peak fiction, no meme. Like, it genuinely is so good. It was so good. It was so incredible. I was so shocked that they could invest me in something like this that, you know, what more can I say?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've said this before on the channel, but it's hard for me to cry at sad shows. Like, if there's something sad in a movie or in a show, like I'll feel sad, but it won't necessarily draw tears from me. What will draw tears from me are things like the heroic last stand, the victory against all odds, the taking of the humble, insignificant character and elevating them through their merits, not in some like shallow, like, oh, he's just happens to be the hero, but like, you know, the person that you wouldn't think would be able to overcome all the obstacles through their freaking just sheer grit, you know, becomes the greatest or whatever. Those kinds of things, I don't know what you call that little like genre of theme or whatever.
Underdog?
But whatever that is.
You like the underdog
like
story.
the underdog. Yes, the underdog story. That's a great way of putting it. Yes. Something about that, man, just hits me right in the feels.
Wow.
And seeing that twin turbo run, giving it her all. That's also the other one, like the underdog, but when they just give it their freaking all, you know, they just lay everything on the table. Something about that, man, just freaking, it hypes me up and makes me tear up. That's why the freaking Battle of Pelennor Fields and Lord of the Rings, where they're yelling death, and they're like fully willing to like ride to their death, man. Like, oh, freaking stabs me in the heart every time, and I freaking tear up. But anyways, the twin turbo thing, and then the last run by Tokai Teo.
Tokai Teo, yeah.
Peak. I can't believe it that I'm gonna put a horse girl anime this freaking high. I'm like, the normie in me is kind of embarrassed, but I say frick it, you know.
Oh boy.
It was really where'd it go?
C tier.
It was
George.
D tier. No.
Oh frig.
It feels
Come on, George. You know
little
where it
bit
goes.
sacrilegious to put it on the same level
Oh,
as Vinland Saga.
It's gonna be below Vinland, though, George.
It is. All right, sure. Okay, fair enough. That's a good point. I think it is some of the best anime we watched this year as well.
Yep. Some of the best
freaking
anime we've
fantastic.
watched on the channel.
Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised it hit me that strongly, but I gotta give
As am I.
the freaking icky horse girls their dues, bros. Despite the ick, it was able to shoot up because it had just some of those elements that I've always loved. I don't know what it is about that, but
Uma Musume sweep, everybody. You love to frickin' see it, bros.
There you go.
That's
there you
crazy.
Mambo, mambo, Tomatsuri, mambo.
All right, because of that, this goes right into
No, George, please wait. I'm sorry.
It was good. It was good.
It was.
It was short too. Like, not
Yep.
that I want short seasons per se, but like it was short and it was also like coherent and
Well paced,
well executed,
and they got you invested.
well-paced.
It's incredible. There was only 12 episodes, and they could invest you that much. How did they do that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And again, it's because this is based on real life events. If it wasn't and it had all
Yep.
this, I would probably
Yep.
be like bottom A tier for me.
Yep.
But real results, bro, that bumps it up a whole lot for me. That's freaking Freaking fantastic. Again,
George.
feels a little sacrilegious. Vinland Saga. It should be like this. I just want to make that clear for everybody.
Chill.
But it is good enough to stand on the same platform as Vinland Saga. I just want to make that clear.
Okay, all right, calm down. I don't want to say anything that'll rock the boat, so we're gonna say that this is locked in now. You can't change it. But it is actually
fine.
genuinely incredible that George the Normie, the guy who hates frickin' Kemono Mimi, is putting an anime horse girl show in the S rank top of the stuff we watched this year, next to his all-time favorite anime, Vinland Saga Season 2.
Next to all my all-time favorite.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen,
Next to just say
don't touch
just
that,
say
okay?
it.
Let's
There
be
needs
careful.
to be another tier up here.
Very good. Let's.
Yes.
I want to see the reaction. I saw a little bit out of the corner of my eye here, but Double Jet over Vinland Saga. Lol. That's right. That's right. I did it. Let's see. Fishing for likes for the next video is so 2025. Also, nobody ever liked those attitudes. Yeah, I mean, fair. This was referencing the Nekopara stuff. Fair enough. But it would be funny though. What I heard about Nekopara. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. We'll save the Nekopara stuff for a minute. S rank for sure. Peak indeed. This is what happens when you watch Horse Girls, George. Absolute amazing anime.
Hey, listen. It's not horse girls. It's girls based on real life horses that just so happen to also have horse parts. Okay?
George,
it's not
I didn't
just
know-
a random horse girl anime. Okay. Listen. The real life results go a long way.
I didn't know you were
make
practicing
that
and
clear.
trying out for the freaking mental Olympics here, George. That's crazy. Amazing season for sure, undoubtedly. Season 2 was the best writing in Uma Musume. Beginning of the new era has the best animation. Cinderella Grey combines writing and animation together. It's the best. Oh my gosh, please. That's too much. My expectations are getting too big. The channel is dominated
boy.
by Uma, and I'm not mad about it. Facts. The best writer
Who said
is
that?
real. That was Sam.
Oh my gosh. Of course.
That's so funny. The best writer is real life. True.
Yes. Honestly,
the
that's
horses.
That's true.
The Honses are always looking. I don't know if that was on purpose misspelling, but that's very funny. Justice for Reischauer. Yep, that's true. 2026 has got to be Frieren. It's going to be amazing. It'll be peak anime, peak fiction. Greetings from Germany at 5:30 a.m. Odyssey.
Oh my gosh.
Holy frag. I hope you're getting up for work and not staying up for this.
Thank you for
season
tuning
3
in. Yes. For
will
tuning
be
in.
peaking. Season 3 will be peaking in the second half. Can't wait. Uma Musume
interesting.
versus Frieren, next year's tier list. That's true. We're gonna watch
boy.
Cinderella Grey next year. Oh no, dude. Oh no.
And
no.
ReZero season 4 and Jobless.
And Jobless. Oh gosh. Tier list next year is gonna be crazy, bro. Both are good. Elves versus Horse, the greatest fantasy duel. Yeah. I'm so glad I caught up on Usamuse. Season 2 was peak. Wanted to see George's reaction to Marineford. Oh, that is a very random One Piece comment there. I agree, though, 100%. Tokai Teo running is so good. Truly amazing. Play the Mambo. We certainly did. I'll play it again. Don't tempt me, George. I'll do it again.
Hey, my finger is hovering right above this slot right here. Play Mambo one more time. I dare you.
Hands off. That's locked in. You're not allowed to move that. That is funny. More peak. Anime girl, aka Horse Girls. Yes, it's peak. Don't deny, George. This is the Graham training arc for Nekopara. It kind of is. It kind of became that.
Oh, jeez.
Well, very good. We got a couple more here, George. Tell us. No one has seen our reaction to the last episode of One Punch Man, but I threw it in here because I knew we'd be finished. What
Yes.
do you think of season 3?
I said from the get-go, C is mid. And if I think our reaction has been improved, or like my enjoyment of the anime has been improved by the fact that we've also watched or read the manga along with it.
True.
But that I'm gonna be ranking just
D tier.
Anime
Delete it off the
along.
tier list. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna rank it just on the anime alone. I don't want to. The manga is great. Actually, it's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah. I think this would be like if a C tier is 5 out of 10, I would have to rank One Punch Man a 4 out of 10. Some episodes might be enough to bring it up to a C. I'm thinking about this a lot, maybe more than I should.
C and D finally getting a member.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in D tier. There was some of those episodes where I was just like, bro, this is like a 2 out of 10 episode. But there was a couple that were like a 7. So you average it all out, I think it does come out to like a 4 out of 10. So it'll be D tier for me.
Whew. Yeah. Man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this is cheating. Maybe George in the chat can tell me if this is cheating, but I think it was the greatest season of anime we've ever had, so. But seriously, yeah, so there's two things. One, if the entire season was really mid, like it was throughout many of the episodes, I think it would be an easy D tier. However, I think, and this is where the cheating part comes in, I think some of the episodes were good, like George said, but I think like if we're going to rate, like, how do I separate our reaction from the show? I mean, I guess you can, but the way I look at it is like the experience we ended up having with the videos as a whole, we're definitely closer to C because we included the manga, and I think that bumped up our overall experience.
That's why I removed it. Yeah, I would have put it in C too if we want to include reading the manga. That's why I put it down in D, because I wanted to remove the 2.
Yeah.
But I guess you're right. This isn't just about the anime. This is like the anime we reacted to. So I guess you could technically include the whole reaction.
We had some good and interesting conversations, right, about it. The thought that's happening is quite interesting at times in One Punch Man as well. I mean, you know what? I've decided it's going to stay in C purely because the Tatsumaki panels in the manga are so fucking fire.
Well, that only brings it up to C. I would have expected freaking
Tatsumaki is strong,
B or A.
but she's not that strong, okay? She's not that strong.
Right.
If we had a picture of Tatsumaki, I would just put her next to Tokai Teo in S tier, but we don't.
Lovely.
We have Saitama, so it's going to go right there. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. All right, well, let's see what people are saying, actually. I was reading some of those. My ask why Mao Mao isn't up there. You watched it this year. Well, Mao Mao's in B tier. Hopefully, maybe
Yes.
Odyssey, you were only looking in the S tier and you didn't see her, and now I'm concerned.
Yeah, because we only watched season 2 this year, right?
It was
Or did
season
we watch
2
season
this
1
year.
as well. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
we did season 1 last year. You'll have to go back, Odyssey, and check out the VOD for our take on why it's there. But it's it's in B tier. Sorry. C and D fighting for their lives out here. True. Genuinely, if I was the mangaka, I would sue the studio for this embarrassment. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't necessarily blame the studio for a lot of this. Hearing from some comments and just some other things that I've seen on the internet, it seems like the studio kind of got shafted on like a lot of the stuff, and a lot of the decisions were out of their hands. Seems like oh my gosh, I literally I'm forgetting everything. The name of the company.
Bandai.
No. Bandai Namco. Yes, thank you. Seems like they hold, in my opinion, the bulk of the responsibility. I'm not saying the studio is blameless, and I even actually said this in our finale a little bit. If we were to try and kind of gauge where the fault lies. I'd say 20% of the outcome falls on the studio, and it is their responsibility, and they should own up to, you know, what improvements they could have made. But a lot of it is just like things like how long they got the budget, staffing, all those kind of things is like a little bit out of their hands. And so I put a lot of this at the feet of Bandai Namco personally. So.
Sure. Yeah. Don't disagree. Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, Bocchi. Finally, I have watched Bocchi after watching just like 1 or 2 episodes and dropping it.
I'm still listening. I'm just gonna open a window real quick.
Very good. So, Bocchi. What do I feel about Bocchi? Bocchi, I actually liked way more than I expected. I thought I was going to like it as a cute girls doing cute things show, and it would be fine. But it was more than fine, actually. I would say it was great. It was very chock full of personality. The biggest thing is, like, you could just tell that the people who made this anime just really loved making this anime. And the voice actors loved doing it. Everyone just loved it. And I really like when you can just feel that through the show. You can just feel that it's just like so loved and so much passion. And Bocchi was such a charismatic, which is funny to say because she's obviously not charismatic at all. But as a character, she was very charming as a character. So I think the Bocchi definitely goes in here. I would put Bocchi... I think I would put Bocchi right here in A rank.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the reason why it's above Steins Gate is because there were parts of Steins Gate that were kind of more on the monotonous side, and so it dragged at places even though there was lots of good things. Bocchi didn't have that at all. And now ReZero had some of those things as well, season 2, but the high points of ReZero were incredibly high, and so I would put that for that reason over Bocchi. But Bocchi was just a hell of a solid show, very fun, very good, so I put it right there in A rank.
Yeah, the thing about Bocchi that I have to say is that it got me belly laughing.
True.
Only one other anime on this list has managed to do that, and that was Dan to Dan Season 1. However, Dan to Dan Season 1 did it only once. Bocchi did it repeatedly. I'm surprised how funny this was. It was silly and goofy, but despite Bocchi's many, many flaws, or either more like one giant flaw, she is still a very endearing character. And so I think I got to put her right here.
Nice.
Bottom of A tier for me. It was a very enjoyable anime. I'm glad season 2's coming out. I hope it retains the same charm and quality and humor again, because it was a good anime. Very fun.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay, we've got our well, let me check the comments. Sorry. Let me see here what's going on here. PNG Bread, also Bocchi Scream is peak. Bocchi Scream was very funny.
That was very good, yes.
Yep. There had to be at least 50 creative animation changes. It's also peak comedy. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? They had to make so many freaking decisions to take the source material and turn it to what it is. It's kind of crazy. Seiko the manager is
very
best,
creative too.
Very good, very good. Okay, George, this little freaking I'll tell a funny story. I have a voice acting job where I won't get into the details of it, but I sit at a desk to do some of the voice work that I do sometimes. And on this particular desk, studio-ish kind of thing I was at, there were a bunch of figures of this like random Japanese show. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this little white rabbit type of thing. But anyways, it's got all these figures of all that show, but in the back is a little freaking crying octopus, Takopi. And so I saw it quite frequently around the time we had finished the season. I was like, you motherfucking Takopi sitting there staring at me with your crying face. I freaking hate you so much. So, yes, anyways, it's just a random little thing. I had to endure Takopi even coming into my real freaking life, bothering me at my job.
Dang. Can't escape it.
Can't escape
the
it.
Takopi terminal velocity is not enough.
All right, I'm genuinely curious, George, where Takopi is going to go.
Where do I place this frickin' pink octopus? I feel like this anime was good. Again, with what I said about Jobless, is like it's trying to tell a very specific story, and you can't separate the good from the bad because otherwise it's not the same story. I think I'm gonna put it right over here, right above Bocchi. It was good. I know a lot of people said this is their anime of the year. I think it's a very good anime, but it didn't, as much as it did hit me, it didn't quite hit me in exactly the same way as it probably did to other people. I feel like, how do I put this? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is something that people should definitely watch, especially knowing now, after some of the comments and all that stuff, about some of the bullying problems that Japan has. This is something that people should watch. People should also watch this just to learn. You don't know what people are going through, and people are so quick to judge. So I really like all those themes and everything, but the particular execution wasn't to my exact taste, is how I'll put that.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, where do I want to put this little freaking octopus? If it was just Takopi himself, I would just put him right here and I'd never think about it ever again. But there's the other two girls in the show, and I really I love them so much, and I'm so sad they had to suffer, and I'm so happy that they're freaking happy. And so on that aspect, I want to put it up here because it's like, oh, I'm happy for them that happened and that everything, worked out in a sense. So like, I'm really conflicted. I genuinely don't know. I've gone through over the last like 15 minutes kind of thinking like, where am I going to put Takopi? Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, initially I had it here, and I was like, okay, I'll put it here.
Interesting.
Because, like, I really don't like the suffering aspects of this show. But, like, is it really worse than, like, Solo Leveling? Like, for real? And then I'm just like, okay, well, like, okay, maybe it's supposed to go up here. But then, like, man, it was so much, like, effort to get to such ending after, I just genuinely don't really know where to put this. I don't.
Well, what is so I guess you already said your favorite part is the end relationship between the two girls.
Yeah, it was just such a difficult watch, and it was so stressful, and so I really didn't like that. But I like that, like, things were happy at the end. Like, if it didn't have, like, a happier, more happy ending, I would definitely be putting it in D tier.
Yeah,
I feel like
I should have. Maybe this might help you make your decision a little bit, but I feel like I didn't quite elaborate in the whole when I said you have to take the good with the bad. Part of the theme that I felt Takopi was trying to hit is Takopi's innocence and the world he came from prevented him from actually ever being good in the true sense, or like feeling happy in the true sense. Because you can't, it's like a weird paradox, but you can't truly know sweetness unless you've had bitter, right? Like you kind of need that negative kernel, that possibility or that experience in your life or whatever for any good or happiness to actually mean something. And so what I meant to say, or what I wanted to say and probably didn't elaborate properly, the good with the bad was, I like that they were trying to kind of showcase that's just like a fact, a reality of life. And I think the darkness about it maybe wasn't necessarily to my tastes, but I really do appreciate that is a theme that they were trying to tackle in their own kind of dark, twisted way. I don't know if that influences you at all, but thought it might.
A little it does. It's just so dark sometimes. Like, it was just, especially the first episode, it was just so brutal. The first and the last episode is just like so brutal, bro. It's so hard to watch. And so it almost feels like, was there enough good to outweigh all the was there enough sweet to outweigh all the bitter I had to endure to get here? And I just don't know. I just don't really know. Like, it's definitely above these three for sure. And it's in like contention with Bunny Girl Senpai, specifically
Sure.
because there's that one movie that really brought it over the edge. So like it's really close. Like, I would say it's probably here, just because there was so much bitter, and there was some good sweetness at the end. But man, there's a lot of bitter. Holy frick, bro, it's so hard. So yeah, that's probably where I put it.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's our
Okay.
freaking rankings of
Look at
the
that.
anime we watched in 2025. It's crazy.
Very, very good.
I think
Good
I had a
anime.
lot of this year we watched a lot of really freaking good anime. I had a ton
Yeah.
of S rank stuff on my list this year. I don't know if I had this many, especially a lot of A
Yeah,
ranks.
I almost kind of want to go back. We probably can't right now, but I almost want to go back and see what our rankings were.
What our rankings were. Oh, we could probably pull
Yeah.
it up. Well, there you go.
And I
There's
feel
that.
like-
Let's switch us back here to I hope this doesn't frick anything up. It does not. Okay, we're good.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
Yeah, let me pull that up here. I'll
Good
let me
anime.
get that up here.
I feel like as I become more aware of like the breadth of stories that anime has to offer, I can almost rank these a little bit more accurately. I'm really curious now to see what my ranking was 2024. And it's crazy. We've only been doing this
2 years.
for 2 years.
It's
Yeah.
kind of nuts, bro.
I'm confused. What's the reason to have multiple picks from the same anime and on others you only have one? Each pick here represents a season. So ReZero, we watched all 3 seasons this year. Same with Uma Musume. We started season 3, not done, but we watched season 1 and season 2. Whereas Vinland, we watched season 1 in 2024 and season 2 in 2025.
Exactly right. So here is our tier list from 2024. You had Frieren, Vinland Saga season 1, and JJK season 2 in your S.
That was a hype season. Oh, yeah, we got to watch season 3 now.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Oh, the
Season 2 was
Nanami
crazy.
moments. Bro,
Oh.
I was so freaking, so cathartic. That was a great season. I'm actually really excited now for
Yes.
season 3.
yes. And then we'll show mine here. I'll get it a little bit bigger here. Mine had Frieren and JJK as my season, or as my S ranks, and I had a bunch of A ranks that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the Apothecary Diary season 1 a lot more than season 2, it seems.
What do you
But-
have there down in your D?
That was Tower of God season 2.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Worse
Too bad we didn't have a net
than
rank
One
there.
Punch Man, in my opinion.
Oh, leagues worse. One Punch Man has a lot of redeemable qualities about it, but
Yeah.
don't know
Well, it's
about
funny
season
now.
Tower of God.
Next year we're gonna have to look at the rankings from 2025 and 2024 to refresh ourselves. It's gonna become
Yes,
a tier
true.
listception at some point. So yeah, very good. Yeah, this season was
Nice.
or this year was a incredible series of shows that we watched on this season. So yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're not gonna pack up just yet, but now we're just gonna hang out for just a little bit. Maybe we'll actually, I know exactly what we got here, George.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I don't think that's coming through to me, but
The audio's not?
I don't think. No, I got to get on here. Let me send a request here.
Oh, okay, very good. We'll get George in here. Now George can hear it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, and I can hear myself. Hold on.
I don't think you're gonna be able to change that, actually, that particular aspect of it.
Okay. Well,
Now that I'm thinking about it, I can change that in the background here if you distract everyone by
I mean,
answering
this-
questions in the comments. If we have
Okay.
questions for us, George.
Graham will become the normie with his Apothecary Diaries take at that point. Wait, what? I feel like I missed some context here. I think what I don't like about Takopi was that I don't know why the kids seemed a bit too emotionally developed, in my opinion. The kids handled their trauma in a way I think was too complex for kids. I could be incredibly wrong, but that's just how I felt. I think some of the reactions were pretty childish. Trying to like think back to the show. Because the introduction of Takopi also makes things more complicated. As dumb as he is, as dumb as that freaking animal is. I guess alien, not necessarily an animal. Okay, I just had to mute myself. I kept hearing myself twice. Let me know once that's good to go.
Yeah,
there.
no worries.
Yeah, I mean, I think different kids handle different things differently. Wow, what a revolutionary thing to say. I don't want to get too much into it. You guys can watch our Takopi reaction if you want to find out. But there's been issues in my life, I guess, and I feel like I handled them in a pretty mature way. So yeah, it's hard to say about how these kids were. All right, should I reconnect back?
Give me a second.
Okay. Tower of God Season 2 would be B. You got to be trolling, Sam. There's no way that would be B tier.
All right, can you hear
Apothecary. Let me see. Let me unmute here. Test. Nope, I do not hear myself. Perfect. It has been fixed. Apothecary is at least A tier, not gonna lie. Yeah, Apothecary had some good stuff. Kind of like I said from my ranking, this isn't necessarily to talk about the quality of the anime itself, more so my subjective opinion. I want a little bit more out of my mysteries. And so I feel like the anime is very good. It's just not to my own personal sensibilities, my own specific tastes.
Yeah, that's fair. Does anyone I know Kuro, you had some questions, mini Q&A. Yeah. If you guys have some questions, throw some questions our way. It helps a little bit if you do an at the Anime Club, just so we can make sure we see it's like a very specific question, not just like a general chat. Great stream and reaction for 2025. Thank you, Roman Woolery. We appreciate that. That is super nice. Yeah, this year has been the year of the Uma, which is funny because next year is the year of the horse.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. But Tanya the Evil, we're definitely gonna watch that. That's on the list. This year has been great. It was been a year of ReZero was kind of the first half of the year hype, and the second half of the year hype here has been Uma Musume. We had a wonderful stream for Uma Musume, just our last stream. We had some exciting times with the copyright strike stuff that we kicked down, and
oh boy,
we're not ready to give in on whatsoever. So we're gonna keep trudging ahead with Uma Musume.
Yes. We
will not be deterred.
Nope, we certainly won't.
Yeah, we'll be Uma-poing our way all the way through the seasons. It'll be great. Apothecary, I can see.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I can see how someone would rate Apothecary at A rank. That's totally reasonable, I think.
Yeah.
I quit Uma Musume after episode 1, but seeing that George survived through season 2 gave it a second chance. Well, hopefully you freaking enjoyed it as much.
Hopefully you like it. Yes.
Questions are Uma focused. It's on the latest community post. No problem. You're welcome to ask whatever questions you want in the chat. No problem. Non-anime shows that a resident normie would recommend.
Oh, one we just finished was Severance. Severance is really good. If you like suspenseful mysteries, like I think the finale of season 1 is up there with some of the best television that I've ever seen. The finale of season 2, knowing that there's a season 3 around the corner, makes it a little bit easier to bear emotionally. But it was also very, very good. Great show. So that's the first one that comes to mind. I'll have to think of a few more. But yeah.
I don't know any real life shows that I could possibly recommend. I think the last real life show I watched Well, actually, the last real life show I watched, I think, was Breaking Bad, and I would not recommend that. I thought it was garbage.
How far into it did you get? Season 2?
I watched season 1, and I watched maybe a quarter of season 2, and then I was just like, I hate everything about this show. I hate it so much.
Breaking Bad is great.
No one will agree with that opinion, but I think the only like Lost, the first couple seasons of Lost, absolutely peak, fantastic stuff.
Lost got ahead of itself
Yes.
way too fast, unfortunately. I dropped the show. I couldn't finish it.
Yeah,
There was just
I didn't
too many
either.
things where I'm like, no matter the ending at this point now, I will be unsatisfied.
Yeah,
Like there's just too many things.
there's no way.
I hope Severance isn't like that. It got to the point right at the end of season 2 where it's just like, bro, there's too much. There's no way. And just when it was about to get there, they start answering questions, and you're like, you feel the sense of relief. You're like,
Okay.
and now this fits here and this fits here, and they leave just enough off where you're like, okay, I think I can connect these 2 dots, but I'm not 100% sure. And like, it's like Lost without going off the rails, in my opinion. We'll see how season 3 goes. Maybe they go off the rails then, and
right.
I'm eating my words, but it was good. Really good.
Heroes is also pretty good. The first couple seasons of Heroes is quite good. Again, that's another show that I think the writer's strike was happening around that time. That show just totally fell apart. But the first 2 seasons were really cool. So that was very good. Yeah. I can't really recommend real life shows, but you didn't ask me anyway, so that's probably wise.
The Office, if you like comedy, The Office and Parks and Rec, great comedies. They're kind of older now, but they're fantastic.
I haven't watched Uma Musume because I figured it was for the bronies. It is not. It is absolutely pig. Hopefully you're going to watch it now after George gives it an S rank.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
I'll
shocked. I can't believe it.
for
I liked it that much.
I'll wait for the time y'all watch Monster 2024, its peak. Interesting. Monster. I heard of
Monster. Oh, no. I was thinking of 86.
2014. Sorry, not 2024. This is a real life show. Yeah. I won't watch it if it doesn't have anime girls.
Oh my gosh.
What do I care?
Guy. Monster, you say?
Monster. The only real life
2014.
shows I've watched is Stranger Things. I like season 1 of Stranger Things, but I wasn't really interested to watch more.
Season 1 was the best season in my opinion. I didn't finish season 4 yet. We'll get to it at some point. I'm so freaking busy, but season 1 was the best season. Stranger Things.
I dropped Breaking Bad as well. I'm with you, Graham. We stand in solidarity, Odyssey, you and me. At Anime Club, you guys know, you probably know that Mushoku Tensei and ReZero communities are always at each other's throats. So just to fan the flames, on which do you guys like more in general? Well, I don't know if you saw the tier list we just did, but the tier list made it pretty clear which one we enjoyed more than the other. I enjoy the world of Mushoku Tensei more just because I like more grounded fantasy type stuff, very like, focused on the magic kind of thing. Whereas ReZero's fantasy world is more focused on like, magical anime stuff and things like that, which is fine. They're both great. Excuse me. But I really liked, I just like what Mushoku is doing, and I like the characters more. And that's not to say that they're both not absolutely peak anime shows. They're both incredibly good. So, it just doesn't really make sense to me that the communities are at each other's throats. Maybe in my younger years, I would have probably been on that. I was more of a console warrior type person back in the day, right? Like, oh, Nintendo's the best or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
I can understand it's probably younger people in their brains, but it just doesn't make sense. You just like them both. Right?
Very political way of saying immature or something.
Nice, it's just like it's a 2 cakes situation, right? I just look at it and I go, oh, now I have 2 cakes. I don't have to disparage ReZero or Mushoku Tensei. They're both incredible shows. They're very well written. They have great characters. They're intriguing. They have things to talk about. Yeah, there's no reason. It's just so weird to me. But anyways, I want to go on. So very good. They're both great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, for me, I don't know if I could put one show on top of the other. It's more like the seasons, right? I think season one, amongst all of them, season one of ReZero was better than any of the other seasons I've watched of both the shows, but it was still enjoyable. So yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
It's hard to. They're like, I guess because, and I'm just learned this word when we started watching these shows, but because they're both isekais, like people pit them against each other, right? But it's just like,
or they disregard both of them because they're isekais. Yeah.
Sure, but like you wouldn't disregard freaking two. Like I wouldn't say Interstellar and Star Wars. They're both sci-fi. I guess they're like not the same level of sci-fi, right? I'm struggling to think of two similar movies in the same genre, but like just because you like Star Wars doesn't mean you have to like dislike Interstellar or whatever, right?
Star Trek.
Oh, there you go. You're right. There is that war. I guess
I was
so. It's
wondering
not
what
just
analogy
unique to anime.
you were making,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, it's this analogy, Star Trek. Then, yeah, for sure.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, so I guess people do that. I don't know why. What's the point?
So weird.
What's the point?
Now, I like both Star Wars and Star Trek. Well, to be fair, I don't like Star Wars anymore because modern Star Wars is a crock of crap. But
That's a real life show though. Andor. Star Wars, unfortunately, modern Star Wars has gone down the toilet. Andor is an exception. Andor isn't just a good Star Wars show. Andor is a good show that happens to be set in the Star Wars universe. Definitely recommend it. I don't know if there's a season 2 or if it's coming out or whatever, but I haven't seen season 2. But if you liked Rogue One, the movie, Andor is like that, but better. So
I like Rogue One, so it's probably my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
really
same. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie, and Andor is a great show.
Graham should give Andor a chance. It sounds like I should, apparently. It sounds like I should.
Yes. So far in your Uma Musume journey, what are your top 3 moments that really hit you emotionally? The top 3.
Top 3? Well, there's the Twin Turbo moment, for sure.
Yeah, this is easy for me. Twin Turbo, Tokai Teo at the end, Special Week at the end. Easy. In order, it would probably be Tokai Teo, Special Week, Turbo.
Really?
Yes. I really liked the finale of season 1. That was really good.
For me, it was Twin Turbo, Tokai Teo a close second. I don't know about the last, a third one.
So you're putting Twin Turbo ahead of Tokai Teo?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dang,
because emotional, right? Emotional. I'm not talking about like the hypest, bestest moment. Yeah, that hit me, man. That really hit me.
Wow.
Yeah, they're close. Like they're really close. I would say they're both incredible moments. I don't know. I'd have to think about the last one. I'm not sure I have a third. But those two, they just stand out so much. They've almost like disintegrated my memory of all the other parts. So
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
I'd have to think about it. You probably did talk about this in tomorrow's One Punch Man video, but just in case you didn't, are you going to finish the arc in the manga or wait for part 2? We are waiting for part 2. I'm very sorry, Dark. We're waiting for part 2. It's going to be 2027 when we pick up the manga again. I am with you with being sad because I won't be able to see those panels of Tatsumaki for at least a year.
Oh my gosh.
Very sad. Oh my gosh.
Is there an anime Graham watches passionately but would never dare to show on the channel or to George for whatever reason, like a guilty pleasure? I don't think you have anything like that. I mean, you're showing me freaking the bottom of the barrel Necopera. So I mean, what else could be there below that? I don't know.
Cream of the crop Necopera.
Okay.
Is there anime that I would watch passionately but not dare show George on the channel? Yeah, what is it called? I want to make sure I get the name just right. Let's see. Is the Order a Rabbit? That, I think that's the name. Is the Order a Rabbit?
Oh, Order.
Order. Is the Order a Rabbit? It's not a show that we will ever watch probably on the channel, but it is like just straight cute fluff injection, just like straight into your soul. I actually haven't watched the full season.
Is it with Rabbit Girls?
No, it's not with Rabbit Girls. It's like a bunch of like cute little girls who like man a cafe. That's about it. I think I've only seen like half the season, then I got bored. But like I definitely watched half the season. I was like, this is the cutest freaking thing of my whole life. They're so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So isn't that the gourmet show? I don't think so. But it's just like a bunch of cute girls doing cafe things. And it was so cute. There's like a scene. Let me see. Let's pull this up for George. This scene is really unsettling.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm nervous, guys. What are you
nervous, freaking George? Don't be scared.
Shoving in my face, Graham?
Don't be scared, George. It's just anime.
I certainly think the whole cute anime girls does a lot to you. It does nothing to me.
Oh, it does everything to me, bro. All right, this is the for anyone who this is YouTube poop. Frick, this is not gonna work. Hold on, that's not gonna work. We don't want the YouTube poop version. Oh gosh, I'm worried that I might not get the proper actual version. All right, let's see. So this is the I'd like some coffee clip from Is the Order a Rabbit. It's I don't think George will appreciate it, but it's funny and it's cute and that's about it. So
okay. More.
Green tea. Coffee. Green tea. I'd like some more coffee. I'd like some more green tea. Green tea.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the whole clip.
Okay, I guess.
This is why we won't watch it on the show, because there's no substance here other than being cute.
What do you want from me, Graham? No,
that's it. There's nothing I want from you, George. I just want you to appreciate the fact that it's so cute. So they're studying English, and then the only things that they can say, that's it. Like, that's the problem, right? So the question was, what are we never going to watch on the show or on the channel? Is something like this. There's literally nothing to the show other than being cute. That's it. So
I see. Okay.
Yeah. It's like,
all right, fair enough.
It's like kind of like Nokotan in a sense, right? Except it's less even focused on comedy and it's more just focused on cute stuff. So what's that?
Okay.
Neon beady? What? What's that one?
Someone says peak to this.
Absolutely
Oh my
right.
Gosh.
100%.
What's
that one anime with the girl? She's got twin tails, yellow bow, and she has a little recorder, and it's like a super chill anime. It was so chill. It's like another like slice of life, cute anime, very chill. She has like a catchphrase that she would say all the time. People will know what it is in the chat. But that's an anime. Again, I watched like half of that, and I can't, like, as much as I love cute stuff, I should be able to like watch it all the way through, but I just can't. I just get too bored. So non-body, yeah, that's what it is. Yep. Non-biori, I think so. Biori. That's the one. Non-biori, yes. Is there any clips?
I feel like I'm deep in enemy territory right now.
I wonder if there's any clips that are funny that we can show George. Let's see. What's this? Over. Oh.
She's lucky it was a punch and not a scratch. Jeez.
That's just a random clip. Yeah, it's another like cute girls doing cute things. Very chill anime. Very slice of life. We're deep in the weeb web now. Yeah, basically. So yeah, so stuff like that. It's not guilty pleasure stuff, I would say. It's just kind of like, it doesn't really have a place on the channel. Like it's not
Sure.
like we get much of a reaction of George. George would sit there deadpan, and I'd be happy, but George would be like, "Oh my gosh, why are we doing this?" So we probably won't. But you never know. You never
Okay.
know.
So like when you say cute girls doing cute things, like I can kind of understand the cute girls part, although like on a surface level, I guess, I don't know. But like cute things, what is a cute thing?
It's just
is
a
like-
phrase, George. So let's try not to read into it too much.
Okay.
The cute things is this: studying English cutely.
それも寒い
Okay, what's cute about this?
Well, I mean, listen to her pronounce the English. It's adorable.
アイドリケソメモレコフィーリケじゃなくてライクでしょソメもサムでモレはモアカフィーどうしてそこだけいい発音なの
I mean, she has an accent, I
ウィ
guess.
ンティカフェウィンティアイドライクサムモアカフェアイドライクサムモアグリンティ
Yeah, and they're just so
Okay.
freaking pleased with themselves, even though they're just absolutely butchering the sentence from an accentual level. And then it's just cute. That's it. There's really not much more to it. It's like, oh, they're studying cutely. They're existing cutely. That's all you
Okay.
need, bro. There's this concept in Japan that actually I've never really fully heard of until I came to Japan, which is a concept of like healing from a thing, right? So like the idea and the concept of this
Okay.
show is that you feel healed from just watching the show. You feel de-stressed. It's very pleasant. It's very nice to watch. It's relaxing. It's cute. You feel healed. My ex-girlfriend who was Japanese, she kind of conveyed that process as like she had like a pen and on the end was like a little cute character. It was like a bread or something with a little face, and it was so cute. And she was just like, while I'm working, I look at this little pen and this little character, and I feel a little healed because it's cute and it gives me the energy that I need to keep going, kind of thing, right? It's just like these little things that like strengthen you, or like, you just feel like they make you feel good and you're just happy to engage with them. That's basically the whole point of them. So
Okay.
it's a cultural difference, George. If you can't get it, you're just a freaking chud.
Apparently. No, like, I mean, I guess. All right. I don't know.
That's fair
I don't
enough.
know.
Fair enough, George. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Are these anime are more episodic too? Yeah, for sure they are. Yep. I want to see a Nichijou reaction. We're definitely gonna watch Nichijou. That's one of those anime that we'll definitely watch. We've got it on the list. Dear George, cute can be anything really, from clumsy to stupid to adorable or just something nice. There's no definition of cute in anime. There you go. Cute things.
So, okay. All right.
He doesn't get it.
I guess. I don't
doesn't
know.
get it. He doesn't get it,
I don't
guys.
get it.
doesn't.
Like, it's not that I don't see like a cute anime thing and think that's cute. It's just that maybe I haven't found a cute anime thing yet. Like, I'm trying to
You haven't
think.
found a cute anime that
What's
we've seen?
Yeah, like what's something that I've seen and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like, I associate cute with like babies. Or like a small animal, like a baby animal. So I guess just babies across the spectrum.
Um,
I don't know. It is what it is.
let's see. I'm trying to find a clip that you absolutely would hate. And I
Georgia
think I
baby
showed
might
you.
fart. It can be cute. It can be disgusting depending on the situation. Maybe that's something you can relate to. Yeah, but it's like a baby. It's like a human baby. I don't know. Anyways, didn't mean to cut you off, Graham. What'd you say?
No, you're totally fine. I'm just looking for clips here. This is a meme. All of these are like meme clips of this scene. So I think I'm just gonna have to show the meme clip. But this is a great example of just something that you would watch and you just like it because it's cute, and weebs find this cute. I think I've showed you this before. The end of it is a meme, but
Maybe.
most of this is just as it is.
Oh my gosh, it's this freaking clip. Yes, you showed it to me. It did not help your case at all.
Yeah. So I totally
Oh,
showed
I've seen this one.
George that clip.
We're
Yeah.
retreading some old ground here. Oh, and
Oh,
my
George is
camera
frozen.
froze.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Dang, George got so broken his camera froze.
Oh man.
Oh, woo! Yeah, I watch that and I go, yes, this
Dude,
is good. This is anime.
Something about this is like slightly irritating. I don't know why. I have zero idea why, but I actively feel like some not anxiety. What's the I don't know what the term is, but yes. I can't with this show or with this
Yep.
clip.
It's just what it is. There's lots of cute stuff. I'm trying to see if anything comes up for like cute anime clips that I would know, but the search results on YouTube
Yeah.
are just such freaking garbage. It's hard to even find anything. It's so bad.
When you guys decided to start Uma Musume, did you think so many people would engage? And what are your guys' thoughts on the Uma community?
Good question for you, George.
Thank you, Kura YouTube, for relinking that. Looks like from Ken Jazz was the original question.
Oh, nice.
Yes. No, I had no idea so many people would enjoy this. I had no idea Uma Musume was so popular. I know, Graham, you had started the game. How long before we watched the anime did you start the game? You'd started
The
the game, the
game of
gacha.
Uma Musume?
Yeah, the gacha. Yes.
Maybe
Right?
like
Before
a
we
week.
watched? Oh, okay. It wasn't that long before then.
It was like it was just airing as we released our first video, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah. Either way, no, we did not
Or
think.
it was just
At least I didn't. That so
not
many
airing,
people
but
would
it was-
engage.
Yeah, it was just the global launch happened the same time that we watched season 1.
Okay, that's what it
episode
was.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the
Yeah.
global launch. So I hadn't played it before then. Live stream
Yeah.
thing just totally crapped out over here. Very weird. Hopefully the stream is fine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like it
so.
is.
I think the stream should be okay.
Yeah, so we watched it at the same time that it came out. So I was hoping that we would have good traction. So I wasn't too surprised. I was just thinking we were going to capture just kind of like trend traffic and just like we would get high numbers. I wasn't expecting the level of engagement that we got and the excitement from that. Like it was much more
Yeah.
personal than I expected. I thought it would more be
This
a
is like a
numbers game.
devoted fan base for
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
which is wild.
So the amount of like the thing that I didn't expect is the amount of like memes and the amount of like just intensity and fervor behind the Uma Musume movement is crazy. It's
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
genuinely crazy and in the best way. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't. It caught me by surprise. I think you even said like we should watch this, and I'm as so often is the case. Apparently, my initial reaction was skepticism. I was like, "Bro, who's gonna want to watch this?"
Yeah. I'm not going to want to watch this.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I ended up liking it. Season 2. People kept saying season 2 was peak. I'm glad we listened to the comments because season 2 was indeed peak.
It really was. Even with people setting our expectations really high, the show easily went above it. So, not knowing how to react, system error for George when seeing something cute in anime. Yeah, basically, he just doesn't. It just doesn't register on a neuronical
Yeah, what
level.
is this like? What is this awooing? Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. Like, yes, I get it. They're kids in the show, but I feel like if I'd see real kids doing this, I would think it's cute. Like, you know, a bunch of like 3, 4, 5-year-olds. But something about seeing them do this in an anime, there's a disconnect. I don't know why, but I don't think that this is kids doing this. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
I would imagine it would be usually the other way around. If you see it in anime, it's cute, but if you see someone doing it in real life, it's like cringe. Now, they may be
I
kids.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
okay.
saying, like, if I saw, like, if they're, like, 15 and now wooing, okay, it's like, bro, what the frick's wrong with this person?
That
But
was
if
me
it's,
and-
like,
that-
a 5-year-old...
I was gonna say that was me in high school, not the wooing, but the cringing at kids who would woo or something in high school. That's why I didn't like anime initially, because I was like, these kids are freaking cringe. So I can't talk
Yes.
much now anymore, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. A lot of my anime opinions came from observing other people who would watch anime, and I'm like,
Sure.
okay, whatever is making this human being act this way, I want nothing to do with it. Oh, it's anime? Okay, then I want nothing with anime. Nothing to do with anime.
George, you don't like woos?
Oh, bro, the number of times you just throw that out. We're having such a great time playing a game, playing freaking Dark Souls or whatever, and you just throw that out there, dude. You just had to ruin the moment.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh boy. That's true. We got Graham Uwu before GTA 6. Oh, don't worry. Those are commonplace. These are like non-rare drops.
Too many. In fact, it is a miracle I am still around to listen to these woos and oh-ohs.
It's not even that George got to the anime channel to react, and it's a miracle he got here. It's a miracle we've stayed friends for so long, despite all the wooing that was happening.
He played it strategically. He held off for the most amount of time for us to already have
Get him invested in the friendship.
established.
That's right. Yank him in, and he's like, "Oh, we're the bestest of friends." I'd be like, "Ooh, woo, George, you're right." And George's like, "Wait, what happened? What's going on now?"
What just happened? No, reset.
No.
Reset.
Go back. But it was too late. It was too late.
2 steps ahead.
That's right. Two
That's
steps
right.
ahead.
That's what it was. Apparently.
That's right. Oh man.
Out of
George
all the
was born.
Uma Musume characters, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Out of all the Uma Musume characters so far, which one has resonated with you the most? Like, she's just like me for real. Oh, she's just like me. I don't know if I've had any like that. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
None
of them?
I don't think. I mean, they resonated with me in like a lot of ways, but not in any like, oh, I identify with this Uma, right? Like Tokai Teo's resonated with me like in an inspirational way, but I don't think I self-identify or can identify with any of the Umas. I don't think.
Yeah,
Trying to think, but I can't.
Also difficult for me to answer that question because I am on the opposite side of that spectrum. I identify with all the cute anime girls because inside
gosh.
I am a cute anime girl.
Okay, lovely, Graham. Lovely. Those words just came out of your mouth publicly.
Oh, that publicly.
This is the state that we're in. You know, you told me earlier that people should have some shame. And I'm just trying to bring you back. There's some things you should just keep to yourself and not say out loud. Right? Like,
Shame? Shame? Oh, we're well past the opportunity of having shame, George. I don't know if this episode has come out yet. Let me see. Let me go to the latest. What's the latest Uma Musume that's come out? This one here. Hello, Weebs and Normie. Let's see. Is this the one that has it? I don't think it is. There was one little Easter egg I left in. We're going to give a sneak peek to our own paid content, but it is what it is. Is this it? No, this isn't it, maybe. Dang, there was, speaking of something like that, maybe this is it. Gosh dang. I don't know where it is now. I thought it was at the end of
I don't even know
Musume.
what you're showcasing.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know what you don't know what I'm showcasing because yeah, it's right here. It was at the end of this. This is our OPs and EDs. I think this is it. We'll see. So this is our OPs and EDs for Bocchi the Rock here.
Or whatever other series interests you the most. Take care.
See ya.
Okay, I'm...
Speaking of this exact thing, George, I put this in. I don't think anyone's made a comment about it, but maybe they have. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Don't you just wish you were a cute anime girl, George?
Nope. Never.
Weird.
Why?
Can't
Why would I
relate.
need to be? Okay. Bro, I did not know you had included that. What the frick? Oh man.
Yep. There you go, everybody. Oh man. I love that I said that in like I gotta refresh the page. Hang on a second. I love that I said that in like the deepest voice I possibly could have said that too. It's just like, oh, so freaking funny. You just wish you were a cute anime girl, George.
Nope. Never.
Weird.
Why?
Can't
Why would I
relate.
need to be? Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. I clearly don't know what to say to that, bro. I had zero idea. Oh man.
Oh man, that was so freaking funny, bro. Your reaction to that comment was amazing, dude. I was like, oh, weird, can't relate. So for context, I said that in between takes, or not takes, we don't do takes, but in between, what do we call cuts? It was in between cuts of like switching to the next OP or the next ED. And I had said that. I was like, yeah, I said that. I don't need to reiterate it. But it was just so off the cuff. George had like no idea how to respond to it. It's so freaking funny. I was like, can't relate.
Why would I want to be an anime girl? What? What do I say to this? No one has ever asked me this question.
Oh man, I love the immediate nope. Yeah, we gotta watch it one more time. I'm so sorry. Everyone's probably freaking rolling their eyes, but this is just so freaking funny to me, dude. It's so freaking funny. Oh man, don't you just wish you were a cute anime girl, George?
Nope. Never.
Weird.
Why?
Can't
Why would I
relate.
need to be? Okay. Yeah, I ran out. My brain short circuited right there. Clearly,
Your trailing off was genuinely the funniest freaking thing ever. Oh my gosh. You can
man.
see me like change. I'm like typing in the freaking, I wish my freaking ad block wasn't, or not my freaking block thing wasn't. Girl George. But you can see me typing down here the title, the ED thing, as I'm freaking querying George on the freaking funniest thing ever. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, so I put it right at the end. Did we get any comments about that? Let me see. No. And I don't blame anyone. I put it so it wouldn't really be seen. Yeah, nobody saw it. No one saw it. It was just something I hid at the end because like no one's gonna watch past the freaking credits. Even they probably don't even get to the credits. But freaking George.
Dang. Nope. Now you guys know. You got to check the end credits. I don't know how often Graham's going to do this. I didn't even know this was in there, dude.
Yeah, you didn't even
know.
I was editing and I thought I legitimately laughed out loud as I was like editing and I was like, I gotta put this. It's so freaking silly. I gotta put this in somewhere. So I just threw it right in there.
Oh,
so,
man.
There it is.
Wow.
Always finish a video. Yeah, it's pretty rare that I'll do that, but sometimes we say some pretty freaking hilarious stuff. There was something really recently actually with it was the black sperm thing when we cut into the manga reaction, I think.
What's that? Black sperm.
Yeah, you said this as I was taking a drink and we were like sitting down to start recording again, switching from the anime to the manga, and you just like launched right into that and then started laughing. So I was like, black sperm. And I was like, you know what? We're going to go right from here. Actually, this is the perfect beginning. So sometimes you get a little bit of behind the curtain, and if it's extra funny, I'll try and throw it in there, usually behind the credits. So it's not, you don't have to go searching through all the videos now. I'll just save you the time. Most of them don't have it, but sometimes it's there. Now going forward, you can check. You don't have to backlog it, but yeah, very funny. Very funny.
Yes.
I regret not
What a
commenting
name for that
anything
guy.
about that. Dark, did you see it? Oh, frick, you saw it. Oh, frick. Maybe you made a comment earlier about seeing it, but yeah, that's so funny that you saw that. It was just so funny. George's like short circuit reaction to this was just genuinely the most hilarious fucking thing ever, dude.
Nope.
Don't you just wish you were a cute anime girl, George?
Nope. Never.
Weird.
Why?
Can't
Why would I
relate.
need to be? I don't know what to say, bro. Oh, it is so clear. I am just a loss for words, literally.
Oh, that's so funny. Good morning. Hello, Alpha Orions. Well, I don't want to keep George up too late. He's going to watch anime with me tomorrow, so I think this is where we're going to have to excuse George. It's like afternoon for me.
Yes.
I could go all day. I've got editing to do for One Punch Man and some other editing too, so, well, that's about it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this great
great.
live stream. It's been super
Great
fun.
year.
Great year,
Yes.
an incredible year for the channel. We just are deeply, deeply thankful for the wonderful support, enthusiasm, comments, subscriptions, whatever it may be. We're really grateful for everything that you guys have given us on the channel. It's truly a joy. It's so fun to do this. The joy that we have here at the end is the joy that we have while we make this content, and it's in large part due to everyone supporting us. We also have big plans for next year. We have kind of fallen off a little bit on doing the finale stuff, just a touch, but hopefully a bit of our gear shifting will allow us to do some of that still. But also we have some other interesting things that we've got coming up as well. And you're going to learn about them actually very, very soon. So I'm not going to spoil anything about what it may be, but we got some interesting things. Hopefully everyone will enjoy. So, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into the streams. Like Graham said, it's like humbling and fun. And some of you guys are real jokesters there in the comments, not just in the streams, but like some of the comments you guys leave are legitimately funny. Keep it up. It's great to see all the reactions. And it's like, I don't know. I already said humbling, but that really is like the foremost word that like comes to mind. It's like, man, people tune into us to see our weird, goofy stuff. So like part of me sometimes feels a little silly for taking the anime stuff that we watch so seriously, but I legitimately believe that like, not only is it service to the source material, it pays like actual service to us and also to you guys when we like really take and try and like take in the whole anime. I myself don't really watch a whole lot of reaction content outside from watching people react to Lord of the Rings, and so I can kind of relate to the vicarious feeling that you get when other people try and engage with something that you really like. So I hope we can, bring that across, even if we might not like everything the same way that you guys liked it when you initially watched it. But it really is fun. I can't wait for 2026. Not only do we have really cool stuff coming up for the channel, the anime that's coming out this next year is going to be awesome. So
yeah, it's hard to imagine a better year of anime next year than we had this year, because this year was peak. It was so good.
Yes.
So,
yeah. So keep the views coming, the comments, the subscriptions, but stop at 999, and then we can just stay there perpetually forever.
9,000.
Watch cool anime.
999.
9,999. We can stay there perpetually forever in blissful ignorance, and we never have to watch the bottom of the barrel. That's inevitably going to be Nekopara. I know Graham said it's the cream of the crop. One man's trash is another deluded man's treasure. That's all I got to say about that. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Wait a second, George. Hold on a second, George.
Hey, end the stream.
I'm in the control. I got the controls over here.
Click the button, Graham.
You can't just cut us off like that. Whoa. I've got the buttons over here.
Geez.
You can't just throw Nekopara and me under the bus simultaneously. That is not fair.
Listen.
I have watched the OP for Nekopara like so many times. It's so cute. You know what, George? Why don't we watch it right now? Why don't we give everyone a sneak peek?
What are we doing? No, come on.
George.
We have such a great stream. No, we gotta save that for later. We don't want spoilers, Graham. No spoilers.
Yes. Well, thank you, everyone. Yes, agreed. It's been a lovely time. We will spare George for now. Where are my buttons here? Oh my gosh, here it is. All right, well, we'll spare George this time. I really appreciate you guys, everybody, for checking out our stuff.
Saved by the Bell. Yes, thank you, guys.
Don't tempt me, George. Later. Don't tempt me. I'll freaking do it. I'll put that right up. I got the search thing ready to go, bro. All right, but we will
okay.
say George's genuine reaction for when we do watch Nekopara, because it's going to be a treat. So, all right, we'll see you
Yes.
guys later. We'll have some more streams this year, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.
Perfect. See ya.